Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, guys? This is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling. Tonight we're doing something a little different. I guess not really per se, but we are covering Eric Nam tonight. Um, so I'm very excited about that. Obviously I'm really only familiar with him. I've seen him a few times on like YouTube, and my girlfriend loves Eric Nam, so I feel like we got to do it. So I have to stay in her good graces, certainly. So, Polo, hello. Thanks for hanging. But yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. In terms of old stuff, most of the stuff on Patreon should be up to date, excluding, I think, the catch up that we had on Monday. So that should be updated hopefully by this weekend. So come join if you have not. But yeah, very excited about it. She also made this glorious thumbnail that Discord got to see hella early. So if you want to see more of those beautiful designs, then you have to let me know because she she loves to do them. So, um, very cool, very cool. All right, hope all you're doing well. Let's see what we got. Gunky, hello. Kaylee, hello. Sarah, hello. Unhi, hello. Sally, hello. Andy, hello. Biscuit, hello. Thanks for hanging. Also is Wheel Wednesday as well. So for those who are new here, I do a wheel every every first of the month. So your name could be on here if you hang out enough. And yeah, so we'll be spinning the wheel. A wheel, yes, a wheel. I will semi promote the wheel here. So if you come hang out weekly, or if you're hanging out in Discord or both, this is the wheel. So we've had a good. I mean, I think I've almost had a year's worth of winners already, which is kind of nuts. So, if your name is on here, then we get to win. So, very nice. Either you'll get an album sent to you, or we'll do a deep dive of a group that you would want us to deep dive. So, um, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. So come through if you would like. But anyway, as aforementioned, we are covering Eric Nam tonight, which I'm very excited about. If I am incorrect on these, I don't think we're gonna be able to do all of his songs tonight. If not, we're gonna definitely try. But I did myself and my girlfriend did our best on trying to find out which were title tracks and weren't. So if there were some that aren't, then let me know. But I'd say for the most part, I'm pretty sure we got most of them. So yeah, very nice, very nice. I guess we'll start off with the first one of the evening. This one is Heaven's Door. So check it out.
바람이 참 좋다. 나 어루만져준다. 또 슬금슬금 내 맘속 불이 지펴 발길을 옮긴다. 낯선 길이 많다. 어디 따라갈까. 이끌리는 대로 닿는 대로 가보면 알겠지. 새로운 세상을 향한 설렘 마치 꿀 같은 달콤 맘에 또다시 천국의 문을 연다. 내게 이끌려 미지의 길을 걸어가고 있어. 천국의 문을 열면 만나게 될까. 나의 답을 진짜 답을 찾고 싶어.
I like the ending. That was great. All right, very cool. This was Heaven's Door from Eric Nam. We're doing the Eric Nam deep dive. Very nice, very nice. A couple of comments here. Guggy says, I'm still holding out to be a winner. You're close. Feeling it. Feeling the vibes tonight for everyone. Kaylee says it looked pretty good. You had some non-title stuff in there, but still good music, so why not? Hey, let's go. Jazz, hello. Thanks for hanging. Um, I enjoyed this a lot. Obviously, like I said, I feel like Eric Nam. I Chad can correct me on this. I don't know. Was he a part of any group or was he just always a soloist? You know, that's the only comment that I have. The only other thing that I know about him is he's from. I think he's from like I think he always says he's from Atlanta, Georgia, or in Georgia, excuse me. So I know he is like more of a more on that side, obviously, which is cool. So glad he had this foray into music. So Sarah says, I fully know him more for his variety stuff than his music. That's fair. I think I also know like he's done a couple like interviews and stuff. I know he does like a lot of like interviews with like K-pop groups. That's probably where I'm most familiar with him as well. Not as much on the music side, but still phenomenal vocalist. He's really good. So Sarah says, I know he went to Korea to compete in a talent competition, then debuted solo. Okay, fair enough. I feel like that's pretty common. So, and Biscuit says, soloist only, I think, and from ATL. Yes. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I know. I remember. I think it was actually a more current video because like we're obviously I'm sure as most people know if you say something and it will pop up on your feed on any social media, which is scary. But I think I was like we were listening to his song and then probably like a day or so later I got like a ton of like interviews that he's done recently for his new album and all that sort of stuff. So like I don't know, I just curiosity, I was just curious because I've seen his name, seen his face. So I was like, oh, I'll just watch some of his content. So it was cool to see he's obviously back and doing it. So kudos to him, and he's got a great voice. This was a great first song. I assume this is a debut song for him. But I like his voice. I think he's got a really strong voice. These types of songs do well. Like my obviously other familiarity with him, and I think I put it on the playlist was the song he did with I'm pretty sure it was Spring Love. That was I know we listened to that during our holiday stream. And he's got a phenomenal voice in that song as well. But I really like this. This is a great song, very sweet. The lyrics were very cute as well. Definitely a good starting point for where he's at. So very cool, very cool. Keely says, yeah, he featured and did a ton of collabs too, along with being an MC and variety stuff. So he became pretty well known. Yeah, I did try to put as much collaborative work that he's done on here as well. Try to be as comprehensive as possible. But yeah, he's got a great voice. The instrumentals were really nice too. I feel like they lean very traditional to like a, like kind of like a lovey, I wouldn't say ballad song, but kind of like that typical kind of like K-pop like soloist song sound, So hey, listen, if you can't beat it, why try to change what's already good? So Sarah says, I used to watch so much After School Club when him and Jimin were the hosts. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, I guess we'll keep it moving then. The next one we've got on here, it looks like it is Oh. Very nice. So let's check it out.
이렇게 빠질 줄 상상도 못 해봤어 넌 누구니 넌 대체 뭐니 내 마른 마음에 달빛처럼 네가 내려와 처음 느껴 이런 기분 눈짓 몸짓 하나하나 날 유혹해 Baby come 다가가는 겨우 기도 무지 달이 좀 오기 전에 번호 안에 주소를 난 묻지 딱 좋은 기차에 좀 더 가까이 천천히 알아가자는 말 따위 내일 아침 침대 위날 깨우며 속삭여 달콤히 뭐라도 좋은 얘기를
Good feature.
해줄래 난 궁금해 널 알고 싶어 잔잔한 가슴에 바람처럼 네가 불어와 나 원래는 아니랬어 목소리 향기 하나하나 날 자극해 숨결이 저 깊은 각이다 마비됐어 Oh pretty baby 대인 것 같아 Making me crazy 널 보고 있어 내게 가는 길을 열어줘 나를 허락해줘 후회하지 않을 거야 내게 널 맡겨줘
Hey, more. Let's go.
널 보고 있어 yeah.
That was good. I like that. All right. That was Ooh Ooh from Eric Num. Very nice. I gotta see who this feature is now. I'm curious if it'll tell me. Infinite. Okay, it's a member from Infinite. Very nice. I love that. We still have to we still have to check them out. Let's do this. Hoya, hopefully, from Infinite. If any Infinite fans, let me know. Great feature. He sounded awesome. I feel like I would have recognized him if I knew who it was, but it didn't click any bells. So that was cool. This is phenomenal. I think this one's gonna be a hard one to beat. In terms of his discography, I'm sure there's other songs that probably could rival it. But man, that was so good. Like really fun, really catchy. Like the hook in the chorus was what really got me. But I also liked, and I'm sure we'll get to see more of an expansiveness in terms of his voice, but I really loved, like, he's got like a bit of like raspiness to his voice that I really appreciated. You could hear it towards like the first verse of the song, and you could kind of hear it a little bit towards the end of the track, like when they did that like ending bridge section. I feel like you could hear a little bit more of his like vocal texture, which was really nice. But his raspy like that little bit of rasp, just like, oh, it was so nice, very tastefully done. I also appreciated a lot of his runs. Like, I feel like they aren't, like, he isn't going out and doing crazy runs. I mean, obviously he's got certainly got more talent than I do, which is great. But I feel like, to me, like, the way that he does runs are very, very calculated, in the sense of, like, I don't think he's really trying to do something where you're like, oh my god, like my brain's broken, like this is a crazy vocal run. But I do feel like it always suits the song really well, and I'm almost like, wow, like if it wasn't in there, I think I would definitely be upset that it's not included. But I also feel like it highlights the rest of like the melodies that he does in the song, which is really cool. I think as a soloist, it's always interesting for me to see, especially certain artists. Like, it's always really cool to see them kind of change up their stylization, or like try to do different things to make them sound like larger or part of a group or something like that. But I feel like Eric kind of takes it in the sense of like, okay, I'm doing these ad libs, or I'm doing these extra vocal moments to kind of like prop up the rest of the song, which is great. So Hoya from Infinite was fantastic. I like that they gave him. I like that they gave him two spots. I kind of was I was kind of under the assumption they were gonna give him like a little bit of a section, and then he was gonna like dissipate into the into the ether. Um, but I'm glad he came back. I was pleasantly surprised that they gave him a little bit more at towards the end of the song. I feel like it always kind of incentivizes how good a feature can be, and then when you kind of include them a little bit later on in the song, I think it kind of closes that loop a little bit, in my opinion. So I really love that. He sounded fantastic, and obviously we'll have to cover. I feel like that's just my instant information to hopefully cover Infinite this year. Like I said, the list grows longer and longer every day, but obviously I feel like we got to cover ones that people are looking to cover. So if you want us to cover Infinite, let me know. But great stuff. This was a phenomenal song. Like I said, I think this one's gonna be a hard one to beat for me, but it was just really well orchestrated. So great job, Eric. Sarah says I love Infinite. Biscuit says Hoya was no is no longer an Infinite, but yes, okay, very nice, very nice. Well, that's sad. Hopefully he is doing better. I don't know what he's doing now, but we'll find out. I'm sure. All right. Very nice. We're moving on to the next one. This one looks to be Into You. So let's check it out.
I skipped a breath when I first saw you. No longer need air, I just needed you. Flow like a dream, you and I rolling together. Everything seems dry when you're not here. Drowning in a pool of love, out of breath, don't pull me up. You're a dream, don't wake me up now. So take me over. You're over, you're over. Show me what you do. Pull me under. You're under, you're under. I'm diving into you, yeah.
Oh my god, very nice. This was Cole. It looks like Cole AJ and Eric Nam Into You. Very nice, very nice. I don't know how Eric Nam got home video of me, but that's kind of crazy. He still hasn't paid me yet, so I'm a little upset about that one. Anyway, this is cool. I like this a lot. This is very fun. Definitely a different vibe. I feel like each song we've listened to so far has been a little bit different in a nice way. Um, this was very like atmospheric. We're coming for the check. Yes, me and chat are coming. Me and chat are coming. Oh god, I hit the stream off. God. Oh no. No, what the fuck? There may be a problem. Oh god. Do I have to exit now? Oh god. No way. Oh my god. Oh god. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. Listen, Eric came for me. He stole my oh no. Eric came for me. He came for the wallet. Hit me immediately. He knows. Yeah. Took me out. No, I actually hit full screen on accident and then completely nuked my stream. So that's cool. Thanks. Thanks, Stream Jack. Anyway, before I put myself for yeah, he said no, no check. He ever said no check. Yeah. Damn. Well, I guess I'll have to talk about it now. Anyway, that was totally a joke. Clearly a joke. Clearly a joke, Eric. No, I enjoyed this a lot. This is a very fun song. Um, I will say like we've kind of gotten a good mix of everything so far with his music. And I think that's great. You know, like I think he's very versatile. His voice can kind of like do. I feel like his voice can do a lot of different things. You know, he kind of does these like more beltier moments in this song, and like obviously it kind of fills up that space of like more of the EDM style music that this song has, which is great. I love to see it. Um, but I liked being able to hear like if you know again if I'm listening to these in kind of a cycle of different songs, like it's so nice to hear him kind of doing those like bigger notes, like some of the others, like the previous song, oh was great because I feel like the instrumental was great and his voice was great. And obviously the feature was great as well. But I felt like with this, like you really got to hear his voice and like obviously paired up well with Cole AJ. She was fantastic as well. And that contrast between their voices was also really beautiful too. But I like this. This was definitely a little bit different of a pace. I still feel like Oh is still my favorite currently right now. But I kind of enjoyed the more vibey feel that this song had. And I definitely feel like it was cool. Obviously, the like MV was great. The great was great too. From it was from a scene from Fresh Off the Boat, which I think is hilarious as well too. And he's like in the crowd here, so very nice, very nice. I did enjoy this one. Like I said, is gonna be high on the list here, so appreciate it. But very nice, Eric. Please don't come after me for the home video joke. So anyway, very cool. We're keeping it schmoving tonight. We've got Good For You next, but just a couple comments. Everyone Viscus says, I thought it was me. Kaylee says the universe said no to the check, and Jess says, oh no, it was for sure my fault. So very nice, very nice. All right. Let's keep it moving. This is Good For You.
힘들었겠지 하루가 유난히 길었을 거야 지금 내가 데리러 갈게 지쳐있을 네 모습에 또 바뀌는 빨간 신호등에 괜히 맘이 조급해 For you, oh baby you For you 내가 다 들어줄게 Cause I'm good for you 오늘 밤 나와 샴페인 어때 좋아하던 카페에 라떼는 okay Yeah 너 하고 싶었던 거 다 얘기해줘 baby don't worry no baby I'll be good for you 피곤할 텐데 졸아도 돼 어차피 차도 막히는데 다 먹을 때쯤 깨워줄게 For you, oh baby you For you, oh baby you Yeah 아무 말 안 해도 돼 내가 다 알아줄게 Cause I'm good for you 오늘 밤 나와 샴페인 어때 좋아하던 카페에 라떼는 okay Yeah 너 하고 싶었던 거 다 얘기해줘 baby don't worry no baby I'll be good for you 지치고 우울하다는 때 아니 꼭 그렇지 않아도 Yeah 나를 불러줘 내 옆에 있을게 My love Baby let me out 나와 샴페인 어때 좋아하던 카페에 라떼는 okay Give you what you need Yeah 너 하고 싶었던 거 다 얘기해줘 Baby don't worry Don't you worry Baby I'll be good for you I will be good for you Ooh, ooh, good for you Oh good for you
All right, very cool. This was Good for You from Eric Dom. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, what's going on, my man? What's going on? Eric is Eric is fine too. Hey, let's go. Brandon Nom. Oh God, I hope not. That'd be crazy. Miss you, bud. I hope you're doing well too, man. Thanks for popping up. Appreciate it. Oh man, if I was Eric Dom's brother, that'd be wild. That'd be some, that'd be some wild shit. Um, but no, this was great. I love the jazzy like chord phrasing of this. I was kind of expecting this type of song to be honest. Like definitely was like, oh man, he's got to do one of those that's how I know, like, I feel like he's got, like, that sort of vibe to his voice, and I was like, "Man," I was like, he should definitely do one of these songs." So I'm glad it popped up early in the listening of, his music, but really enjoyed this. Piano playing was gorgeous. I would like to assume he is actually playing the piano in this. I think I would imagine he is. It's not for the show, um, uh, but I would imagine I feel like he's gotta be proficient at least in piano, I would imagine. Um, but this is great. Really, really cool. Also just love his smooth tone. I feel like he's got this really interesting like way of like again having that bit of grit to his tone, but also like cleaning it up and really kind of having this like just gorgeous tone. And I feel like this one definitely highlights just how well and how versatile his voice is. Um, I also liked a lot of the melody choices that he used in this. Like definitely played off well with that sort of like piano and like little bits of guitar and bass tone in this song. Super well. I also love like a lot of the like ensemble vocals in this. I feel like that just adds that extra bit of layer. Kind of gives it like that like 90s R&B flavor to it as well. Which I think he does really well. I imagine that type of genre influenced his vocals earlier on, which was great, but this was really well put together. I would probably put this one in my favorites. I still feel like Oh is still that one for me, but I would probably put this one on my list of favorites just because I really enjoyed this one a ton. So great stuff. Sarah says that's how he got the home. He did. Yeah, actually, he was the one filming it. It's kind of crazy. I have now I actually have to know. I am curious how am I older than Eric Nam or is Eric Nam older than me? I feel like he's got to be old. I feel like he's got to be older than me. Yeah, he's 37. Okay, so he'd be my older brother. Yeah, older brother Nam. We love it. All right. Very cool, very cool. Let's keep it schmoving though. We've got next on the list here is Cave Me In, which I was a little surprised about. This features he's a feature or they all did a collab. I don't know if it's like they're all equal parts on it, but I saw like Gallant, which he's great too. So I've never heard this, weirdly enough. So I'm excited to check this one out because I like Eric's voice. Gallant's incredible. So this is cool. Let's give it a little bit of reverb they put on their voice. That was awesome. All right, very cool. This was Gallant. I think it was Tableau and Eric Nam in the song "Cave Me In." Very nice. I like I said, I'm genuinely surprised I haven't heard this before because I like Gallant. I like Eric Nam. I should have been familiar with Eric Nam at this point, surprisingly. And Tableau I have heard of, so I genuinely surprised this has not crossed my radar at some point. Um, but it's good. I'm glad I listened to it on stream because this was phenomenal. Galant's such an incredible vocalist. I feel like he should definitely have some more love for sure. He's got such a I don't even know how to describe his voice. He's got like a really warm tone to his voice, and I think like again his genre style. I think he just does super well. So I absolutely love that. Um, as well as that, I felt like this feature was great. Like I don't know if it was necessarily a feature or like collab, but I think it worked out really well because obviously Gallant started off the song great. I love his voice, like the characteristics of his tone. Then we got into Tableau, I'm pretty sure. And he just also had a cool, like, he had like this kind of effortless, like, rap feel to him. I really liked his, like, cadence and, like, the way that he structured out some of the song. Vocally, I thought that was really cool. I like that some of his the ways that he inflected lyrically kind of landed on the beat of the song. So I like that. That was really cool. And just his tone. I feel like he had a very unique tone. I definitely feel like I've heard Tablo before, so I like recognize his tone without even really realizing it. And then I saw it at the end, saw his name at the end. And I was like, oh shit, it is Tablo. That's awesome. And then Eric Dobb, obviously incredible. I think the thing that I liked the most about Eric in this song was I loved at the beginning he was hitting us with that kind of like low to like mid range tone. I feel like I haven't heard that yet, and I really think that that's just such a beautiful like vocal tone that he hits. Like he's just got a really like his voice warms up a ton and that like low to mid range tone. So really cool to hear that, and I think it really added like a nice dynamic piece. And then a little later on in the song, he kind of hits that mid to high range tone, and he's doing like a little bit of vocal rasp as well too. So it was really cool to see him kind of transition throughout different kind of vocal styles for him throughout this song. And I think it made, at least for me, his feature like that much more memorable. I would not be surprised if people hadn't heard of Eric Nam before this song and then went to go follow his music, because I think this is a really good feature for him. And then I'd also say for Tableau as well. I feel like they must have garnered some new fans, and probably vice versa as well for Gallant. So I think this is a win. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would necessarily consider this an Eric Nam song, even though he was a massive feature on it. But I'll put it on. I'll put it on my list because I did really enjoy the kind of like smooth jazzy like like slow R&B feel of this song. Um, and all of their voices plus Tableau's rapping section was incredible. So it would be hard for me to not put this on the list. So all right. We're keeping it moving though. We've got Eric Nam and it says Cheese on here. And the song is called Perhaps Love. So let's check it out. Oh, great intro.
언제였던 건지 기억나지 않아 자꾸 내 머리가 너로 어지럽던 시작 한두 번씩 떠오르던 생각 자꾸 늘어가서 조금 당황스러운 이 마음 별일이 아닐 수 있다고 사소한 마음이라고 내가 내게 자꾸 말을 하는 게 어색한 걸 사랑인가요 그대 나와 같다면 시작인가요 마음이 자꾸 그댈 사랑한대요 온 세상이 듣도록 소리치네요 왜 이제야 들리죠 서로를 만나기 위해 이제야 사랑 찾아가고
What? Oh, damn! I thought it was gonna be a little longer. That's sad. Damn. All right. Well, this was Eric Nam and Cheese and their song "Perhaps Love." If you're joining for the deep dive, thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling. Let's see. Kaylee says, "Oh, Cheese. They were a co-ed group. I think. Once most all the members left, the one girl uses that as her soloist name. Okay. And Kaylee says, I don't care if you remember Cloud Co. That I showed you once, but he was a part of Cheese before leaving in 2018. I do remember that. Interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. The more you know. This is cool. I liked both of their voices. I feel like they fit really well together. It was kind of sad because like I was getting into it, you know, like this is a very short song. I don't know if that was like the intentionality behind it, but damn, I was getting into it. I was feeling it. I love like the string elements of the song. Like their voices really are very suitable for each other. Like I love that he does like the boy group girl group like collab, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. There's just something great about like those types of harmonies that just work out so well together. Um and so I was just hoping for more, honestly. That was kind of I feel like that's my biggest gripe with this song. And this is like and we're in the era of like songs being like right around this actually probably a little bit longer, but like right around this time frame of like a 2-minute time skip, you know what I mean? So that's sad. I kind of wish it was a little bit more fleshed out, if I'm being honest. It just felt like really, really well put together, well produced. Otherwise, phenomenal song. Really, really good. I feel like it definitely could have stayed a little bit longer, if I'm being honest. But beyond that, really, really good. I enjoyed it. So I wonder if other people had a similar sentiment to this, especially considering this came out, 8 years ago, right? Like, that's crazy. That's kind of nuts if you ask me, but very interesting. But all right, cool. This was a short and sweet one, but we're going to keep it moving. This is I Don't Miss You. I couldn't find an MV for this one, so all we're going to get is a lyric video. You may see that as a reoccurring theme throughout this stream and maybe the next one. So, let's check it out.
Speaking, your words they lost their meaning, and I'm so done with dealing with you. Feels like you're reaching for something I ain't seeing. Don't mean to be misleading to you. When I said we could stay friends, why'd you believe it? Being friends is something lovers just can't do. When I said maybe one day, I didn't mean it. Well, at least right now I'm telling you the truth. I don't miss you. When you
Damn.
go your way and I'll go mine. Let it go, don't look back, you'll be alright. I don't miss you, don't miss me too. I know you're hurting, no easy way
You really
to
be spitting
word
right
it.
now.
You'll find someone who's perfect, perfect for you. But it just ain't me. Don't mind if you just take me. Take back this time you're wasting and spend it on you. When I said we could stay friends, why'd you believe it? Being friends is something lovers just can't do. When I said maybe one day, I didn't mean it. Well, at least right now I'm telling you the truth. I don't miss you. When you go your way and I'll go mine. Let it go, don't look back, you'll be alright. I don't miss you, don't miss me too. I don't miss you, don't miss me too. It's not easy to let go of what we had. We lost that feeling, it's over, we can't go back. We could try to work it out, but tell me what's the use in that? 'Cause I don't miss you. When you go your way and I'll go mine. Let it go, don't look back, you'll be alright. I don't miss you, don't miss me too. I don't miss you, don't miss me too.
Listen, all I gotta say is who heard Eric Knob, man. That that man be going through it in this song. This was Eric Knob's "I Don't Miss You." Wow, very very deep, very personal. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I felt that. This was cool. First of all, the guitar work was really cool. I love that kind of like acoustic, like they do like these slap and pops a little bit. Um, so I really liked that. I thought that was cool. I liked that it kind of changed up a little bit in the bridge and then went back in the chorus, which was good. I love I love the little like vocal alliteration that he's doing with the U at the end. Like that melody choice was really fun. I also feel like the hook in that chorus is like really really good. I think it's definitely like one of his strong, I would say definitely one of the strongest ones that I've heard so far. Where I'd be like, okay, I'll probably have that like "don't miss you" part stuck in my head for probably the rest of today and into tomorrow most likely. But I really liked it. Like I said, very I feel like I've been in that position before, so I get it. You know, it's very vulnerable, um, very honest, and definitely hits the nail on the head. Certainly, so I don't feel like I feel like if you know this song well, then you should know this. This should be a very very blunt song, but overall, I thought it was very nice. His voice is incredible. Like you could tell he was putting a lot of emotion into singing this one. So very nice overall. No notes, no notes. So Gunky says, I guess the meaning of the song is he doesn't miss. I would like to think that I would like to think that is pretty evident, but you know, maybe there is some gray lines there, you know. All right, very cool, very cool. We went from "I don't miss you" to now "miss you," which is, I feel like, what a jump. So let's check it out. Is this the same one?
난 아주 가끔 난 아주 그냥 가끔 아무런 이유 없이 생각이
This is the same one. Am I wrong, chat? That is for sure the same song. Let me see. Yep. It is 100% the same song, just in Korean. Oh my god, that's great. Oh man, that has never happened to me. I'll never be able to do these playlists again. That's amazing. So he did an English version and a Korean version. I was gonna say they're different titles. That's amazing. Oh my god, that is wonderful. Yeah, I'll never be trusted again to do playlists. Listen, to be fair, I did put it in Discord, so somebody who's an Eric Nam fan could could have corrected me on this one. But all right, cool. All right, this was a wild poll for tonight, so I love that. I was like, wow, I was like, it just sounds so familiar. It's like I've heard it before. That's crazy. So, oh my god, that's awesome. Kaylee says, to be fair, different titles. Gucky says, this is what happens when you let me make a playlist. Listen, you always gotta check my work. You never know. I feel like I'm tested every day, you know? So, anyway, we're gonna move on. It looks like the next one is Bravo My Life. Again, if we listen to another song twice, I'm just gonna skip it, but let's keep it moving. That's great. Kaylee says, funny thing is when I make playlists too, I usually check and listen through, so this doesn't happen. That's all right. Listen, that's okay. We all learned a valuable lesson today, to not have me do playlists. So let's keep it rocking. At least I knew it was the same song. Just imagine we listened to it twice. All right, very cool. This was Eric Nam. Bravo, my life. Very nice, very nice. Kaylee made a comment about the about the playlist. You can't do that since you need to read. That is true. That is true. I just went off of saw two different names. I was like, maybe they're the same song, but listen, I didn't want to skip it in the case, and then somebody would have commented, Brandon, you missed "Miss Me" by Eric Nam. Why wasn't this on the playlist? I should have been there when the playlist was made. Um, and then so either way, so we clicked it, we watched it. It was the same song, and we're on to the next one. So worked out. But Biscuit says that they know this one. This is a remake of a 2002 song by the band Saw. Okay. Saw? Saw? I would assume it's not pronounced Saw, but very interesting. Okay. I thought this was very nice. Obviously, I have not heard the original, so I feel like I can't really comment on how similar or how different it is comparatively to the original of the song. But I liked it. I feel like his voice, again, I don't want to beat a dead horse on this, but I feel like his voice is just really well suited to these like smoother, like slower songs. Like I really appreciate like his cadence in the song. Like I think it works out really well with like the stylization of it. Chorus in this song was really, really sweet. Um but yeah, overall I enjoyed it. I feel like this one is probably not amongst my favorites that I've heard from him so far, but I will say like I think his voice just carries so well. Like I think he's really got a good like projection in his voice. I think like a lot of like the sweet tones of his voice really kind of make themselves apparent in this track. And I really like that. I think like I said, there's a lot of facets to his voice, but I felt like this one was really different. Uh, Again, comparatively to what we've listened to so far. And it was a little bit more. It was a little bit more of a slower pace, and like I said, I don't know if that compares to the original, if it was of the same tempo or not. But yeah, overall enjoyed it. Would I say it's my favorite Eric Nam song? Probably not, but I did enjoy it. I feel like it was a very nice track to include here. So very nice, very nice. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one we've got is "Lose You." So let's check it out.
Eyes wide shut, dreaming about you. Hot blood rush, turning a cold blue. See
Cool like
you
rhythm
touch.
sections.
I'm feeling nothing. I'm feeling nothing. I'm in California, you out in Georgia, but we're both in the same room, staring at perfection. I'm about to wreck it. It's just something I gotta do. I think I wanna lose you, just to find my way back to you. I think I wanna break up, just to make it all up to you. I don't wanna let go, but I gotta let go. I think I wanna lose you, just to find my way back to you. I can't blame you if you hate me. You might think I'm some kind of crazy, asking me, did you even love me? Did you even love me? Cause I'm in California, you out in Georgia, but we're both in the same room. But if I stay with you, we won't make it. It's just something we gotta do. I think I wanna lose you, just to find my way back to you.
This drums add so much dynamic.
I wanna break up, just to make it all up to you. I don't wanna let go, but I gotta let go. I think I wanna lose you, just to find my way back to you. I don't wanna let go, but I gotta let
really good one. I like this. All right, very cool. This was Lose You from Eric Num. If you're joining for the deep dive, appreciate you. Thanks for hanging. This was great. I think this one is. I have to put this on one of my favorites. So far tonight, I've got four, which is good. Um, this one was so interesting. I will say, I think to me it was really gorgeous how like the beginning of the song started, like his voice, like that really cool kind of like I think in this section it must have been like some sort of uh like a little bit distorted guitar. Like it was really nice. Like kind of I feel like that tone is really used in like indie music, and I love that. I feel like it worked out really well. And then also like his voice had like this really kind of like cool, especially like the ad lib parts had like this cool kind of like reverb drenched feel to it. And I really like that. I think it really meshed well with that. And then like that lead kind of guitar part, they also put reverb on it as well. So like it did have like this really open ended feel to it, and I really enjoyed that. But I really loved when the drums came in on the second verse of the song. I feel like that's really where I really feel like that's where like the momentum and that feeling of the song kind of came to be. I love like the lot of like the toms and like the bass drum in that. I feel like it just added this sort of extra layer of dimension to the song. I also added like that bit of um rhythm to the track that like really meshed up well with like Eric's vocals and like lyrical content in this one. So I really love that, and like kind of like the counterbalance of that act. I think they did a phenomenal job of that. Um, as well as that, I also really enjoyed his voice. I think you got like a really good bit of his range from like kind of like that lower end tone in the verses, lower to mid range tone in the verses, to like that really kind of like more beltier, like stronger mid to high range tone in the choruses, where I feel like he was definitely driving a lot of that energy of the song too. So I think structurally really really dynamic, really fun, and I think it builds to those choruses. Like it does a really great job of that. Like I said, I think second verse of the song really was what stood out to me, in the way that they were able to kind of transcend a lot of that energy through the pre-chorus and then to the second chorus. I think they did a really really great job of that. And I don't know, I just loved Eric's lyrics in this one as well too. Like um it was really really thoughtful in that way. And I also feel like the way that you can tell, like in a lot of his songs, I'd argue like he's got a really good way of like selling his emotions in these songs. And I felt like with this one I was like, damn, like I can, I can I don't think that I feel like I could resonate with this one more. Like, and that's not to say some of the other ones I couldn't resonate with, but this was like the first one in this stream so far where I was like, ooh, you know what? I feel that. I feel that. So that was really cool. And I think he does have a beautiful way of like writing in that capacity. So very nice, very nice. Kaylee says, I love how dreamy his music can be. Yeah, this was really, really cool. I will absolutely probably go back and listen to this one again post stream, because I did really enjoy this one a ton. So very nice, very nice. All right, we're keeping it moving with another lyric video. This next one is Love Die Young. So hopefully it's not the same song. I'm sure we'll find that out if it is. So check it out.
What happens when it's over? When we've breathed our last breath,
Okay, it's not the same.
and we loved each other to death. Can you tell me what happens? I wonder where the love goes when pleasure turns to pain, when the memories fade away. Can you tell me what happens? Flowers in your hand are on a grave. A little bit of pressure's all it takes. Should've known we shattered that we break. Oh, maybe I'm the one that we should blame for never thinking we'd end up this way. I don't need answers, I need you to stay. stay. Please don't let this love die young. Please don't let this love die young. If I'm gonna lose someone, don't let it be you. Please don't let this love die young. Please don't let this love die young. If I'm gonna love someone, then let it be you. And my dreams were growing older, but I wake up to the truth that I'm scared we're gonna lose. Tell me it won't happen. So before it's really over, can we have a little faith? Baby, say it ain't too late. It's all that I'm asking. Maybe I'm the one that we should blame for never thinking we'd end up this way. I don't need answers, I need you to stay, stay. Please don't let this love die young. Please don't let this love die young. If I'm gonna lose someone, don't let it be you. Please don't let this love die young. Please don't let this love die young. If I'm gonna love someone, then let it be you. Please don't let it die. Please don't let it die. Please don't let it die young. Flowers in your hand, I'm on a grave. A little bit of pressure's all it takes. Should've known we shattered that we break. Please don't let this love die young. Please don't let this love die young. If I'm gonna lose someone, don't let it be you. Please don't let this love die young. Please don't let this love die young. If I'm gonna love someone, then let it be you.
All right, very interesting. This was Eric Nam's Love Die Young. Very nice, very nice. Um, this was very good as well. I feel like these past couple songs have been really good. Like I said, I enjoyed Lose You, and this one I feel like I also enjoyed a lot as well too. Um, I've noticed a theme like generally about his music is that, and I think he talked about it in a video clip that I watched of him recently, but I feel like he talks a lot about like love and I guess by extension relationships, right? And like I just find it very interesting, because it's like I often find that like K-pop artists as collective probably don't really speak about that as much, and so it's interesting to see kind of like maybe the opposite end of that. Like I said, I don't know if Eric Nam is particularly considered K-pop, but I digress. Um, but I thought overall, like the way that he kind of the way that he words a lot of these things feels very like westernized, and again, it's probably because he is from Atlanta. And I think he kind of again straddles that middle of like Western pop music and also K-pop influence. But I thought this was very nice. Like I said, the guitar work was really beautiful in this, like very dynamically interesting. I liked a lot of like I don't know if they were using like organ or like synth choice in this. I thought it was really, really interesting. And it added like a different textural element to the song, which I appreciate. They also gave his like ensemble vocals like a really kind of like glittery sort of like effect to like those vocals, and I thought that was very interesting, but it worked out really well. But I will say like he is super strong with the choruses. Like this was also another really great chorus where I'm like, damn, like I really really love his lyrical content, I think, but also as well like I think that he always seems to land it pretty well in the choruses, and I would argue choruses are probably the most memorable parts of songs typically. So I think he absolutely crushes it on that aspect. Um, and I don't know, like I said, I think what I've noticed a lot about like Eric Nam now that we're getting into kind of like the meat and potatoes of his music is that like I find that I could be very relate like it can relate heavily to me, right? And I don't and I'm sure other people probably have the same sentiments about his music, but like I think there's just something really gratifying about like an artist and being able to know like oh they experience the same things even though like they live a vastly different life than I do and so I think to me it's always very comforting in that aspect of like wow that's really cool, it's very relatable, it's very real, and so I appreciate that he's a little bit more forward about it. You know, I think sometimes that type of stuff could be a little bit more dicier, but I think the way that he kind of words it and like the way that he approaches it, I think is from a place of is usually from a place of honesty. So I appreciate that. So great song. I enjoyed this one a lot. This was another really phenomenal one. So very cool. Kaylee says he's like that in between where he has experience in it and related to it, kind of like DPR Ian is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like there's like a subset. I feel like there's a subset of artists that kind of again hit that sort of like gray area. I would say like I would definitely put Eric Nam in that gray area. DPR Ian is another one where like I think there is obviously elements that extend themselves to them because you know they are a part of the you know by some extension they are a part of that industry, but also like obviously have influences outside of that box. And so you know I think it is cool to see, and you know I don't know if there are other artists that kind of fit in that sort of like realm typically, but it is really cool to see. And obviously you know I'm glad that there is a spot for them to be in, right? You know, like they don't have to just be like, oh, I have to do this or I have to do that. Like they can do what they want to do and be a little bit more expressive on it. So that's really cool. I like that. Hopefully we'll get more of that in the future. Who knows? But very nice. Very nice. Great song. All right. We're keeping it moving. The next one we're doing is Spring Love. We could skip this one because I have listened to this one before, but it was a very good song. So I feel like, and we're in spring. So I feel like we got to do it, you know? So, all right. Let's, no, skip, no, skip Wendy. I was going to say, we can't skip Wendy. All right, let's go. No skip Wendy's. Wendy. Well, I was trying to mesh Wednesday and Wendy together, but didn't work.
눈꽃이 내린 버스 정류장에 날 데려다 주다 꼭 내 손을 잡는 너 때문에 난 놀랐어 아주 오래전부터 숨겼던 내 맘이 들킨 걸까 부는 바람에 실린 우리에게 번진 This is love 내 마음에 내려와 사뿐히 내려와 네 어깨 위에도 벌써 내린 그 이름 봄인가봐 우리 잡은 손틈 사이 얇아진 외투 사이 어느새 스며들어 우릴 변화시킨 봄이 왔나봐 처음엔 그랬어 편한 친구 혹 동생 같아서 치마를 입고 꾸민 모습에도 놀라지 않았어 뭐가 우릴 지금 이렇게 바꿔놓은 걸까 Maybe it's crazy Can I call you my baby Yeah 내 마음에 내려와 사뿐히 내려와 네 어깨 위에도 벌써 내린 그 이름 봄인가봐 우리 잡은 손틈 사이 얇아진 외투 사이 어느새 스며들어 우릴 변화시켜 우리 서로의 기대려 잠든 벤치 투명한 하늘에 물든 Sweet cherry blossom 늘 이러면 좋겠다 yeah. 우리 바꾼 그 이름 봄봄봄 봄
Oh, so nice. I love this song. Very nice. This was Eric Nam and Wendy from Red Velvet and their song Spring Love. Very nice, very nice. I have listened to this one. I don't think it was I think I mentioned at the beginning of stream this was from Holiday. It was not. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Holiday. I'm almost positive we listened to this on like a Chaos stream or something. But I love this song. This is a great song. I obviously was stupid and should have said that we were gonna listen to it anyway. So I love that. So nice, so nice. Their voices, I think Sarah nailed it on the head here. They sound incredible together. I agree. Their voices sound so good together and like so complimentary, right? Like I know we were talking about like how certain songs are very collaborative in his catalog. I feel like this one it definitely has to be one of those shining stars in his discography, certainly. And Wendy's as well too. But I I feel like if you want my true thoughts on it, definitely go check back on a previous like chaos stream. It's been a while since I've listened to this again, but um just love like how simplistic it is. You know, I think like the guitar work was really beautiful in the song. And like you really get to just take in how both of them are just incredible vocalists. You know what I mean? I think that's like the beauty of this song is that it's a very no frills song, but I feel like you get so much out of it from their voices. They're just so well orchestrated, and I don't know, whoever initially set this one up together, he did a phenomenal job. I would love to see a run back of like since now like Eric's doing music again and like obviously Wendy just got finished with like doing her solo material. I would love to hear them do like a new song together. So I don't know if that would happen, but I feel like that would be an incredible collaboration. And obviously, for those who like weren't that found out maybe about Eric or found out about Wendy through this song, like it would be a good reintroduction for them to come back, you know. So I don't know. That'd be my pitch, my elevator pitch for that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Gunky says this song is so good, I can never get enough of it. And Unia says that this was their introduction to Eric. So understated and beautiful. Hey, couldn't have said it better myself. We love to see it. So very nice, very nice. Glad we didn't skip it. I thought about it, but I feel like we're very thorough. So got to do it. But yeah, phenomenal song. Absolutely one of my favorites, 100%. So cool stuff, cool stuff. All right, we're keeping it moving. This next one is called The Night. It looks like it's an OST song. So let's keep it rocking.
제목이 참 좋지 않아요? 어디서 무엇이 되어 다시 만나랴.
이렇게 정다운 너 하나 나 하나는 어디서 무엇이 되어 다시 만나랴.
널 바라보는 두 눈에 사랑이 비춰질 때 쏟아지는 별처럼 아름다운 순간들 내게 건넨 손을 놓지 않을 거라고 마음에 새겨져 물들어가는데 oh, I know I belong to you 이렇게 널 바라보는 순간이 영원하길 바라는 이젠 I belong to you
Great run.
내 맘은 점점 깊어 만지네 따스한 너의 용기가 마음을 스쳐갈 때 숨길 수 없을 만큼 커져가는 감정이 내게 짓는 미소 사소한 말 하나도 마음에 새겨져 물들어가는데 oh, I know I belong I belong to you. 이 꿈이 깨지 않길 바라는 이젠 I belong to you. 이 마음은 점점 깊어지네.
어두운데 보이나? 그림이.
김준혁 씨,
우리가요. 내부순환도로 아래에서 다시 만났어요. 무엇이 되어서 다시 만난 걸로 할까요?
All right, very nice. This was Eric Nam's The Night. Very nice, very nice. Jazz says so pretty. Hey, let's go, let's go. This was very nice. I feel like his OST songs are really, really very interesting in a good way. I like it. I felt like this one was very, very a little bit more subtle, especially towards the beginning of the song. But I really like kind of, I think I've mentioned it before, but just like the warmness of his voice. I felt like with this song, like he really kind of like took like a little bit more of a subtle approach to it, and I appreciate that. Like a lot of his like vowels and like his vowel sounds in the song felt like a little bit more like smoother in a good way. Like I think it just kind of had like again this warm tonality to it, and so I think he definitely did that super well. But I also feel like this one, conversely as well, had like a lot of like his like good like runs or like belt moments as well, where I was like, damn, like he was not. I feel like he was not holding back in certain parts, which was great. And so I think there is a really cool balance of like again having those subtle approaches, but knowing when to kind of like strike in terms of like having really strong like powerful vocal moments. And so I appreciate that he was able to kind of see where they all fit and like put them all together in that way. So really, really well orchestrated. Again, his voice sounded incredible in this song as well. Like there was a lot of peaks and valleys to his voice, and so I thought that was incredible. Instrumentation was also really good in this one too. Like I love like the guitar tone in this. Again, I'm a little bit of a stickler for guitar parts, but I felt like this one was just really, really well orchestrated, really clean guitar tone, really gorgeous, paired super well with his voice. And then again, like that really cool like ensemble vocal section. Again, giving like 90s like R&B feel or like 80s R&B feel. Like it was just really, really well put together, and just kind of again complemented kind of the warm aspects of his voice even further. Cool OST. Like I said, he's been the OST songs that I've listened to so far I've really enjoyed. So he is continuing on the good graces for me for those. So very nice, very nice. So far so good. So appreciate it. All right, we're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is Come Through, which looks to be a lyric video. So keep it going.
I'm kinda buzzing now. I'm thinking about you at a couple rounds. I look around, thinking you'll be here any second now. My heart is open any moment. You can walk in this room. It's in slow motion that door opens and I'm looking for you. I know we'll feel it. We can make it like it's only us two. Just me and you. So won't you come through, come through, come through. I've been looking for you, whoever you are. I know that it's you, it's you, it's you. I know you'll come through. I'm kinda stumbling now. Liquid courage got me thinking out loud. Wait, am I hallucinating? I need you now to come and save me. My heart is open any moment. You can walk in this room. It's Slow motion, that door opens and I'm looking for you. I know we feel it, we can make it like it's only us two. Just me and you. So won't you come through, come through, come through. I've been looking for you, whoever you are. I know that it's you, it's you, it's you. I know you'll come through. So won't you come through, come through, come through.
Ooh, he doubled the chorus. Interesting.
Whoever you are, I know that it's you, it's you, it's you. I know you'll come through. I need you to come through. I need you to come through. I need whoever you are. I need you to come through. I need you to come through. I need whoever you are. So won't you come through, come through, come through. I've been looking for you, whoever you are. I know that it's you, it's you, it's you. I know you'll come through. So won't you come through, come through.
There's a little bit of falsetto on top. Okay.
I know that it's you, it's you, it's you. I know you'll come through. I need whoever you are.
Ooh, all right, Eric. I see you. I see you. This was "Come Through" by Eric Num. If you're joining for the deep dive, appreciate you. This was phenomenal. I like this one a lot. That synth tone is what's gonna keep me. I mean, along with the great vocals, of course, but the synth tone in this song was cool. I liked it. It's very like I don't know. Like I don't even know how to describe that kind of like it's kind of got like a warpy tone to it. If that's probably about as best of an adjective I could use to describe it. But really, really like grading in like a good way. Like I don't mean it. Normally grading I feel like is a negative, and it usually is, to be fair. But I feel like it's just so cutting in this song, and like paired with like how clean and how smooth his like a lot of the vocal melody choices were in this song. It was very interesting. So I feel like the contrast was very nice, and like I was just like I was just already locked in for it. So I appreciate that. The chorus in this one is also great, phenomenal hook. It kind of took me for a little bit of a loop, I will say. um the pre-chorus in this song is like pretty short, and then then like the chorus is like a much larger amount of the song. But I think like at first I was like, oh, is it just like a really long like chorus? And then like once we got into the second chorus where they double timed it, I was like, oh no, that's the chorus, that makes sense. So I feel like, to me, I was thrown off a little bit, but I got my footing later on in the song, which was great. But I really love the chorus. I think like even like his melody choice for like that come through, like where he kind of goes up into that like falsetto tone, like head voice. It's just so gorgeous. And then in that final chorus, like you got like some really cool like falsetto high tones from Eric, which is really great. And I think his voice, like again, he's got quite a register to work within. But I love like those like ad libs over the top that you could hear. I thought that was really, really magical in the song. So really love that. But yeah, this song was great. I think there is like like I like that he is very minimalistic in some ways with like his music. Like you feel like there's a lot going on, but like in the reality of it, it was just like his voice. They had like a little bit of a drum beat, and then like that really interesting like synth, right? Like I feel like sometimes you can overcomplicate the matter, and I felt like with this one I was just like there was a decent amount of elements going on, but like if you really think about it, it's probably not as much. It's not as much as I would think it is. Like is it like a Spring Love? Not really, because that was just like him, Wendy, and a guitar. But I felt like this one, in terms of like more of a poppier song, it feels very minimalistic in like a good way. So I would definitely put this one on my favorites. I really enjoyed this one a lot. This was a good one. So all right, we're keeping it moving. We're flying tonight. Let's go. Let's go. The next one we've got is Congratulations, and this features Marky Basie. Very interesting. Okay. Not to be confused with the Post Malone song Congratulations either. So let's let's check it out. If you know, you know.
balloons, you get cups. Dress up in your favorite tux. Champagne for the two of us. I'll set the table. Yeah, I'm bringing that ring I bought. You do with it what you want. A souvenir or some junk. You decide tonight. Congratulations, you're finally leaving. Let's throw a party here tonight and toast to the end of you and I. Congratulations, you finally mean it. Let's throw a party here tonight and raise up a glass to our last goodbye. Whoa, whoa, congratulations, our last goodbye.
You lead and I'll pave the way. Let's end on a high note, baby. We both knew the day would come when we'd say our last goodbye. Oh yeah, I always was there for you, but you made it unbearable. The worst part is all my friends know about it before I did. Yeah. The rumors got too loud around town. You was behind my back running round. And don't think I don't know it, girl. That's why I'm sad to see it go. So
congratulations, you're finally leaving. Let's throw a party here tonight and toast to the end of you and I. Congratulations, you finally mean it. Let's throw a party here tonight and raise up a glass to our last goodbye. Whoa, whoa, congratulations, our last goodbye. Congratulations, baby. Now that you're finally leaving, let's throw a party here and toast to you and I. Congratulations, baby. I guess you really mean it. Let's throw a party here and toast to you and I. Congratulations, you're finally leaving. Let's throw a party here tonight and toast to the end of you and I. Congratulations, you finally mean it. Let's throw a party here tonight and raise up a glass to our last goodbye.
I love how he had to flex with the Mercedes ending. I respect that. That's a power move. Oh, good day. I could hear the good day young. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, this was Eric Nam's Congratulation featuring Mark E. Basie. Very nice. I feel like now I gotta find. I feel like I should know who Mark E. Basie is, but I don't. And now I'm gonna look it up because I want to see if I actually know. I don't. That's crazy. All right. That's wild. All right. Well, that's my doing. um, let's see. Sarah and Jazz both said they remember when this came out. Uni says, I'm going to be a hater on this one. Sounds super generic and the hook is too wordy. I think I might also have to agree. I wasn't vibing with this one as much as I thought I was going to. I will say I didn't mind the chorus. Like the hook I will say is a little too wordy, but I did like the I like the melody choice. I thought that was really good. Not hearing Marky Basie for at all, and this being my first introduction to him, I thought he was a solid. I think he's a solid vocalist. I think he was a good pick. I think I think the way that this song sounds, right? I feel like to me, like Eric's voice sounds great. I feel like his feature did not sound as good, and maybe that's just me being maybe a little hypercritical. But I feel like his section felt a little bit more muddier comparatively to Eric's. Like I feel like you can hear the contrast in his voice more so in like the chorus with Eric versus Mark. So I feel like to me that was kind of a little bit of a, I was like, is that just me? Am I hearing things? But I didn't feel like it was as it didn't feel like I was as strong. And hey, that could also just be, the way that it was written, certainly. But I feel like there wasn't as much connection as I thought there was going to be. Um, but overall, I thought it was solid. Like I said, I don't have like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is the worst song I've ever heard in my entire life. But I do feel like it could have. I feel like it could have switched up. Like they could have switched the song up just a little bit more. Especially if there. I feel like there was a bridge in this song, so I'm kind of surprised they kept it very much like that. I would not be surprised if this song had done well in the States. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to give this a time. Okay, so this came out 6 years ago, so 2019. Like, I feel like this could have, I feel like this is like in the realm of that pop of that time. If I've got a little bit of a finger on the pulse to some degree. But yeah, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say this is the strongest song for me for him, but that's, hey, everyone has their own personal preference. So if you like Congratulations and this is your favorite Eric Nam song, that's fine. I no hate to you. I hope you do not get any hate towards you as well. But yeah, I would say this one's not my personal preference, but overall, I didn't think it was too bad to say the least. So very interesting. Also, I would be very curious to know how, what made him choose Mark as a feature. So I don't know if there's any articles on that, but I'll have to take a look. So, all right, we're keeping it moving. This one killed me. My girlfriend and I were like talking on the phone about this while I was like on a break, and I was like, oh, I think we're gonna do Eric Nam, and she's like rating me off like the title tracks. And like one of the tracks she read off was "You're Sexy, I'm Sexy." I'm like, oh, you're right. And then she was like, no, that's the song name. And I said, oh, okay. So that was hilarious. I thought that was a funny funny tidbit to say. But we're gonna keep it moving. But it is actually the song name. So we're gonna check out that one. Thank you. Thanks for the laughs, Eric. I appreciate you. So let's give it a listen.
I'm not saying you should get too comfortable, but if you wanna slip your coat off, baby, that'd be fine with me. I'm not saying let your inhibitions go, but if you wanna sip this vodka, wouldn't be a crime to me. It could be simple as, it could be simple as loving on each other with no strings. It could be simple as, it could be simple as we got more in common than you think. You're sexy, I'm sexy. You want me, I want you too.
Nice.
But you need somebody, and that is right here for you. You're sexy, I'm sexy. You want me, I want you too. If you want somebody on your body, I'll be somebody to you. Ooh, ooh, I'm not here to be the judge and testify. Oh baby, we can't break the law if we don't ever lay it down. We're not here to find some kind of love tonight, but when you whisper little nothings, girl, I love the way it sounds. Hey. It could be simple as, it could be simple as loving on each other with no strings. It could be simple as, it could be simple as we got more in common than you think. You're sexy, I'm sexy. You want me, I want you too. We all need somebody, and that is right here for you. You're sexy, I'm sexy. You want me, I want you too. If you want somebody on your body, I'll be somebody to you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And it could be simple as that, playing without strings attached. holding without holding back. And it could be simple as you're sexy, I'm sexy. You want me, I want you to. We all need somebody, and that is right here for you. You're sexy, I'm sexy. You want me, I want you to. If you want somebody on your body, I'll be somebody to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
All right, very cool. This is Eric Nam's "You're Sexy, I'm Sexy, Chat is Sexy." Okay, that's actually true. In a very cool way. Very nice. Let's see what we got here. Kaylee says, "Yes, this song. Let's go. Let's go." Um, this was great. Unironically, I know I made like a bunch of jokes about the song's name, but this was a good. I feel like I feel like this was great. I just imagine like somebody being like, "What's your favorite Eric Nam song?" And you're like, "You're sexy, I'm sexy," and you're like, "Are you like trying to hit on me or something?" And I'd be like, "No," but I feel like that would be very. I feel like Eric has put himself in quite the predicament naming this song, um, but I felt like this one was very good. Like I love like that guitar tone in this one, and his voice just chef's kiss. It was so good. Like love the hook in the chorus. I feel like that's such a vibe, you know, like it worked out really well. It kind of reminded me similarly of like some other pop songs, and I'm not trying to like throw shade to it or anything because I feel like the hook wise, like I feel like he did a little bit better in my opinion. But for whatever reason, I feel like this song was kind of giving me like more of an upbeat version of like Justin Bieber's Sorry. Like I don't know, maybe it just has to do with like the cadence of like his voice and like maybe the rhythm is his voice, but like that was like one of the things that I heard. I don't know if it was just like me, could also just be me, but like definitely something I heard. And then like I was getting like a little bit of like Shawn Mendes kind of. Again, could also just be like reading it a little bit more, but um I was like, damn, I was like, these it kind of gives that sort of like that sort of vibe of pop. And I wouldn't be surprised if they all came out around a similar time period. But but yeah, this was phenomenal. This was an extremely good song. Great hook. Great like guitar riff on that song. I thought that was really solid and just was good danceable vibes. You know what I mean? Like this is definitely like one of those ones that I feel like he would. I would imagine he had performed it back in 2019. I don't know if he has any plans to go on tour again, but I wouldn't be surprised if this one ends up on like his on on the playlist or set list, excuse me. But I do like it. I do like it. It does have that like sort of pop formula to it, but I feel like his voice just is what distances it from that sound. So, but yeah, overall, I'm putting this on the list. I would 100% put this on the list. I feel like I would be vibing to this one a ton if I was to ever see Eric Nam perform. I feel like I'll be rocking it out with the crew, you know. So I'll put that on the list here. Unhi says it does have a little bit of that standard pop song sound still, but this writing on this is a million times better. Love it. Surprised I haven't heard it before. Hey, let's go, let's go. We're same vibes. We love it. So, and Uni also said earlier, now we're talking. Hey, yeah, he's got it. He's got it. He's cooking. So I'm excited. We're like midway through. I feel like we're getting into the meat and potatoes certainly. So very nice. All right, we're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is Runaway. So let's check it out.
So let's run away, run away. 모두가 잠든 밤, 네 맘이 닿는 곳으로. 잠이 안 오는 밤, 내 머릿속에 너 떠나질 않아. 생각을 비워도 심장은 뛰고 밤새 뒤척여 네가 없는 밤은 외로워 난 너무 답답해 인정할 수밖에 없어 내겐 너여야만 해
어떻게 4번 연속
So let's run away 모두가 잠든 밤 이 맘이 닿는 곳으로 So let's run away 아무도 모르는 우리 둘만의 밤으로 We could go, we could stay They'll never know So let's run away 아무도 모르는 우리 둘만의 밤으로 어두운 밤 달아래 아무도 없는 둘만의 시간 아침이 오지 않으면 좋겠어 이대로 조금 더 네가 없는 밤은 외로워 난 너무 답답해 인정할 수밖에 없어 내겐 너여야만 해 So let's run away 모두가 잠든 밤 이 맘이 닿는 곳으로 So let's run away 아무도 모르는 우리 둘만의 밤으로 We could go, we could stay They'll never know So let's run away 아무도 모르는 우리 둘만의 밤으로
Oh, that was sweet. Very nice. All right. This was Eric Nam's Runaway. Very nice. Very nice. I enjoyed this. This is a very sweet song. The lyrics are also really, really cool too. I like those as well. Um, I like the cadence of his voice. It's so interesting to hear like I feel like the I feel like the fluidness of his voice is so interesting to me because like obviously he sings in Korean and he also sings in English and it's just like I feel like there's different ways that like he stacks like some of the vocal parts like in Korean comparatively to the English like his English side of his music. And I think that's so interesting, right? Like I don't like and again the songs are different obviously, but like it is very interesting to see like how different they are because obviously we listen to You're Sexy, I'm Sexy, and now we just listen to Runaway. And like first of all, song vibes is completely different, but like the lyrical like sections in the song I thought were a little bit more interesting in this one. I really liked the chorus of this one. I think he just continues to stay winning with the choruses. This was another one I was like, damn, this one's also really like got a good hook to it. And I like the way that he like used the phrasing of runaway. I thought like it really kind of ties the rest of the song together and the choruses and stuff. So I love that elementation. Um, but as well as that, I feel like they kind of again his music I feel like hits that certain threshold of like you get a lot of those like you get those slow parts in the verses, you get a little bit more of that build up ramp in the pre-chorus, and then like a lot of that energy, a lot of that momentum in the song is really in that chorus. And I think he does a really great job of like trying to like lay down a good hook and a memorable line. So I definitely feel like with this one he did a great job with that. um but yeah, overall very sweet song. I kind of wish that there was like a little bit of I kind of wish there was a little bit more of a bridge. I feel like I don't know if he really gave us too much because the song is like a 2.5 minute song, but I did hear a little bit of a changeover. I thought it would have been cool if there was like a little bit more of a transitional piece to the song. But beyond that, I enjoyed it. I liked a lot of the background tones of his voice in this song as well. But yeah, overall, another very solid one. Like I said, I feel like we're getting into the middle of it, so it was very good. It was a good vibe. Unhi says very nice. I don't know how to write it out, but I especially like that e part in there. That was cool. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was like that ad lib section. I thought that was really cool. Definitely a little different. I felt like it was jarring, like in a good way. Like it's stand out. It's like, oh, okay, he's changing it up. And then as well, and he says, "True. I wish it was longer. I was vibing. Same, same. It was good. It was a good song. And I feel like time frame wise, it's a good like summerish late, like maybe late spring song. You know what I mean? So perfect timing for this time of year for us. So very cool. We're keeping it moving though. I think I opted to choose this one because it was like a live and I was tired tired of seeing the lyric videos. But this is another Eric Nam song. I'm pretty sure this is like I'm pretty sure this may be another collab song. So I'll check it out.
어쩜 좋아 매번 can't take my eyes off of you 용기를 부르는 이 노래 for you 한 걸음만 더 내게 바람처럼 I wish you ever said it's my mind 사실 나 오늘 그냥 말하고 싶어 더는 참을 수가 없는 걸 아침이면 두근거림에 And I already know what to say 사실 다 알아 날 향해 있는 네 눈빛에 이미 온몸 가득 심장 소리가 부끄러워도 좋아 부끄러워도 좋아 Always in my feeling my love 어쩜 좋아 매일 매번 can't take my eyes off of you 용기를 부르는 이 노래 for you 한 걸음만 더 내게 바람처럼 I wish you ever same as my mind 좀 더 내게 다가올래 You're my boy 가슴에 닿은 그 목소리 Your voice 한마디면 돼 I got it every day 망설이지 않아도 돼 Don't be afraid anymore 이렇게 좋아도 될까 걸음걸음 네가 밟혀 처음 느껴보는 이 끌림 말로는 도저히 설명할 수 없는 걸 뭔가 홀린 것 같아 가슴에 닿은 그
Great ad-libs.
목소리 Your voice 한마디면 돼 I got it every day 망설이지 않아도 돼 Don't be afraid anymore True love and nothing can be better than you True love Nothing can be better than you True love And nothing can be better than you True love And nothing can be better than you True love And nothing can be better than you
Oh, very nice. All right, this was Eric Nam and Naeun from April. Very nice. The song, I think loosely, I did some Google Translate. I think it is called Attraction. I'm pretty sure. So very nice, very nice. Let's see. Couple comments here. Sarah says this one is kind of mild, but I like it. Uni says agreed, simple but lovely, and Gunky says that was nice. Yeah, I like this. This is very sweet. I would imagine again, I am learning about Eric Nam tonight. I think this one seems like very OST, like OST adjacent if it isn't an OST song. Um, but I liked it. I feel like my sentiments across the board. I feel like you could copy and paste my comments for like OST songs for Eric Nam and just say they're all good. I like them. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the baseline feeling of all of his OST songs have been like I like them. They're solid. Um, but I also feel like at the same point I'm not like he's obviously a very talented vocalist. I feel like this one he gave it a little bit more sauce, which I like. You know, he was doing like a little bit more ad libs. He's doing a little bit more runs. Um, and so I felt like with this song, I was like, ooh, I kind of heard a little bit extra. So I like that about it. Um, Nayoon from April was incredible. She's got a great voice. I don't know if we've listened to any songs from April before, but I felt like she was really, really nice. And obviously paired up with Eric. I feel like it's always a good combination. Like his voice and like female artists, I feel like just works so well. I don't know, like it's like peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it just is a tried and true thing that just is always good. So I loved hearing his voice with hers. It was incredible. Instrumentation is like what I feel like I have come to expect from most OST songs, you know, very lovely, very well put together. But also I feel like isn't doing anything like I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is a crazy song. You know what I mean? So overall, enjoyed it. I would say if I had to be transparent, I feel like this one would probably be my favorite OST song so far that I've listened to, just because I feel like Eric put a little bit more stank on it vocally. But yeah, enjoyed this one. This was a solid one. So, all right, we're gonna keep it moving. We've got "How You Been" is the next one. Uni says PB and J vocals. I'd Eric. Listen, I should, you know, I shouldn't be. I should laugh. I did laugh at it, but I feel like you're coming after Sarah's job, so I feel like Sarah might have some choice words for you, Uni. So, all right, let's keep it moving.
잘 지내지 괜찮겠지 난 그냥 그럭저럭 살만해 우리 사이 텅 빈 거리 그 누구도 지나가지 않아 품 안에서 멀어져 다른 세상에 놓여 잘 지내지 잘 지내지 같은 밤 하늘을 두고서 같은 달빛을 보면서 미소를 꺼내보지 아무 일 없었단 듯이 고요만이 남은 방에서 밤의 불빛을 보면서 깨어나고 싶어 하지 이 모든 게 꿈인 듯이 How you been? 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 잘 지내고 있겠지 잠들었니 어디 있니 내가 알고 있던 너만 떠올라 내가 다시 필요하니 언제든 단숨에 달려가고파 품 안에 돌아가서 안고파 어딨니 잘 지내지 잘 지내지 같은 밤 하늘을 두고서 같은 달빛을 보면서 미소를 꺼내보지 아무 일 없었단 듯이 고요만이 남은 방에서 밤의 불빛을 보면서 깨어나고 싶어 하지 이 모든 게 꿈인
interesting, and wow. Okay, okay. I've got some thoughts on this one. This one's "How You Been" by Eric Nam. You're hanging out with us for the deep dive. Appreciate you. Um, I like this. I feel like I am very surprised by this ending. This is the second time it's happened on his songs. So I wonder if it was intentional, but also in my head I'm like, "Oh my god, like it would have been if it were me, if I could rewrite this song for Eric Nam, I feel like verse, like large pre-chorus, chorus was great. I thought the build for that section was really good. I liked it. We got a repeat of that. We've got the verse, large pre-chorus, chorus again. I feel like it would have been cool if the song had like a really kind of like cool moment where it's just his voice doing maybe like "How You Been" or like some other part in Korean, and like it's just his voice and like maybe some like ensemble vocals, and then we like crank up and hit like a big ass chorus at the end where like he's doing some ad libs over the top. That would have been chef's kiss. I feel like I would have said that would have been the best Eric Nam song of the stream. I would have, I think I would have died on that hill and saying that would have been my favorite. But I feel like it loses some of that momentum of like, damn, like I was kind of hoping for that, and I just feel like it kind of lost all the wind in the sails a little bit for me. Otherwise I enjoyed it. Like I said, that cool, like the verse was like really subtle. I liked it. Then you get that bigger pre-chorus, and I feel like his voice kind of like along with like those really dynamic drums I thought was really cool. And then like how like I feel like how he set it up for the chorus was really good. Like I love like that the rhythm of like "How You Been," like ba 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 ba, like that melody just works out really well. And I was kind of like, oh damn, like I was hoping it pressed on a little bit more, and I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset with this one. I feel like it could have cooked. I feel like he could have cooked with this one just a little bit more. Like I think if we got like another, I don't know, like 45 seconds, that would have been phenomenal. But otherwise, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really solid song. Like I said, I don't know if chat's gonna see my vision on that one, but I think that's how I would have. I think that's how I would have thought it were to be. I'm just a little surprised by that, but let's see. Uni says really nice build earlier on, very nice. And Uni says, yeah, I was expecting it to blast off. I'm actually still okay that it didn't, but I'm curious, is it on an album because placement could make it better? Yeah, that's true. That's true. It could transition into like, I didn't think about that. It could transition into like a bigger song. It looks like it's from his fourth mini album, The Other Side. So, according to the notes here. So, yeah, if it transitioned, because like track 4 would have been next, Down for You. So, and then we have Love Die Young, the Korean version. So, very interesting, very interesting, very interesting. I'll have to come back to this one now. So, Paradise is the title. Okay, Paradise is the title. Very nice. Well, speaking of the title, we're checking out Paradise next. So, let's give it a listen. Now, kind of. I'll see where the vision is going. I'll see where the vision. I flipped these. I should have put Paradise first and then this one, but let's check out Paradise.
세상 안에 갇힌 채로 너무 오래 흘렀어. 탈출하겠다는 마음은 전부 잊고 말아서 자유라는 열쇠는 갈수록 멀어지고 그려봤던 미래는 점점 흐려져만 가. 이게 전부라고 믿고 싶진 않아도 창밖의 세상은 맑게 느껴져서 Lost in this paradise 영원 같겠지만 다치 나갈 거야 Cause we were born to fly 눈 감고 그려봐 지금 여길 떠나 꿈꾸던 어딘가 Lost in this paradise Lost in this paradise 나도 결국은 제자리에 자유라는 열쇠는 갈수록 멀어지고 그려봤던 미래는 점점 흐려져만 가 이게 전부라고 걷고 싶진 않아도 창밖의 세상은 맑게 느껴져서 Lost in this paradise 영원 같겠지만 다 지나갈 거야 Cause we were born to fly 눈 감고 그려봐 지금 여길 떠나 꿈꾸던 어딘가 Lost in this paradise Lost in this paradise Lost in this paradise 여기서 나가도 아플 땐 아파도 힘들 수 있어도 그래도 떠날래 그래 떠날게 여기서 나가도 아플 땐 아파도 힘들 수 있어도 그래도 떠날래 이제 떠날게 Lost in this paradise 영원 같겠지만 다 지나갈 거야 Cause we were born to fly 눈 감고 그려봐 지금 여길 떠나 꿈꾸던 어딘가 Lost in this paradise Lost in this paradise Lost in this paradise
Nice, very nice. This was Eric Nam's Paradise. Very cool. Um, I mean this in the most loving way possible. This one felt the most K-pop. Like I feel like throughout his discography so far that I've listened to, like there hasn't been a song that I feel like I could associate more with K-pop. I feel like this one definitely like in another timeline could have been a K-pop song, like genuinely. But I liked it. I thought it was very good. Um, I feel like unexpected. I feel like slightly in his territory, but also really cool because I feel like he could do it really well. So, um, I like this. This was very fun. I like that. Like, I'm almost positive they like must have recorded a piano and then they may have put like some distortion over top of it because it did sound like a piano. But I love that da, 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 like that melody with like that piano section. I thought that was really cool. The and I like that they matched up like really like strong synth tones with it. Like with that, I appreciate that. The chorus in the song definitely hits. I love the chorus. Very like dancey, very vibey. I feel like this song, I'd say out of all of his songs that I've listened to so far, with this one like seems like the one that he would just be popping off and having a good time, just like enjoying. You know what I mean? Like it does very much feel like a live song. So I'll have to check out a live performance of this because I think it would be cool to kind of compare notes on this one. But I really enjoyed it a lot. I also love that they added like a lot more like ensemble vocals on this. I think it, like I said, if I were to close my eyes, and like obviously I am familiar with Eric Nam's voice now, but like I think if I was to close my eyes and I didn't know that it was just one person, I would have probably thought to some degree like this could be again a K-pop song in that aspect. So I think they did a good job of like I think they did a good job of if that was the goal of the song, right? I feel like they definitely got the closest they could be, right? Like I feel like I could show this to someone that isn't familiar with Eric Nam or like K-pop and be like, oh, somebody would be like, oh yeah, this is a K-pop song. This is great. You know what I mean? Like, or I don't like it because it's a K-pop song, right? So I think this could fool some people certainly. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, overall, enjoyed this one. This was a good one. I am still very curious to see where where this sits with people who like Eric Nam. Do they enjoy this one? Do you not? I'm just curious because this one feels a little different, but enjoyed it nonetheless. So very cool, very cool. We're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is Trouble with You. So let's give it a spin.
The trouble with you 너 없이는 잠도 밤맛도 없어 The trouble with you 너의 모든 게 갖고 싶어져서 The trouble with you 적당이란 것 다 사라지고 되돌리기에는 늦었어 Trouble with you 다시 어릴 때의 느낌 어리광이 늘어나 한없이 약해진 마음 기대고 싶은가 봐 원하는 게 뭔지 말해 무리한 것까지도 내가 다가게 해줄게 Cause we both know Trouble with you 너 없이는 잠도 밤맛도 없어 Trouble with you
This is hidden.
내 모든 게 갖고 싶어져서 Trouble with you 적당이란 건 다 사라지고 되돌리기에는 늦었어 Trouble with you 너무 많이 착해지고 나빠질 수도 있어 난 네가 원하는 대로 변하는 중이라서 원하는 게 뭔지 말해 안 될 것 같은 것도 내가 다가게 해줄게 I can't say no 너 없이는 잠도 밤맛도 없어 너의 모든 게 갖고 싶어져서 적당이란 건 다 사라지고 되돌리기에는 늦었어 너 없이는 잠도 밤맛도 없어 Trouble with you 내 모든 게 갖고 싶어져서 적당이란 건 다 사라지고 되돌리기에는 늦었어 Trouble with you The trouble with you Yeah, yeah, yeah With you 되돌리기에는 늦었어 Trouble with you
Ooh. All right, very nice. This was Eric Nam's "Trouble with You." Very nice. I enjoyed this one a lot. I will say, I think the song definitely kicks up more on like the second part of the verse, or maybe I guess it would maybe potentially be the pre-chorus. Now that I'm thinking about like how the song's arranged out, but I feel like he always does that like tried and true verse pre-chorus chorus verse pre-chorus chorus and then does some sort of like ad-lib outro thing at the end. Like I've noticed that with like some of his song. And listen, that's a tried and true method. I feel like that will never die out. You know, it's like the most common structure for most songs. I think the only other situation where that would change is like if you did like verse pre-chorus chorus verse pre-chorus chorus number 2 bridge and then final chorus. Usually I feel like that's the most common as well, along with like the verse pre-chorus chorus combo. But I like this a lot. I think, like I said, that pre-chorus hits super well. And then I love like the hook in the chorus. I feel like that "Trouble with You," just like that "Trouble with You," you're gonna get that. I feel like that melody choice is just gonna get stuck in your head. Um, I think they did a great job of like making it feel like dynamic and fun. I also love like the drumming in the song. I feel like the drumming really accentuates a lot of those like cool moments in this song. And so whoever did the drumming work on this, they did a phenomenal job. I really enjoyed it. I also really enjoy kind of like the more, I guess it's like an oscillating sort of like synth tone in this song. I really liked it a lot. And I think it suits this song super well. It kind of gives it like that uh I don't even know how to describe it. Like the best way I probably could describe it, it kind of gives that like 1975 feel to it. It's got like a lushness to it that I really like, and that sound of music. So like I appreciate that. I think that, like I said, this song's got such a good hook. It's got like that little mix of like indie-ish mixed with like pop. You know what I mean? Like it's got that perfect amalgamation of those two things. And yeah, I thought the dynamics on this were great. So phenomenal song. I think I'd probably put "Trouble with You" on my favorites of the night so far. So This is a good one. I enjoyed this. So very nice, very nice. All right, the next one we've got is also a collaboration. Looks like it is Echo, and This one is Arman Malik, obviously Eric Nam, and Kashmir. If I had to guess. So let's check this one out. Curious.
Worlds apart. You're standing in front of me, but you're so far. It's getting hard to think of the reasons we stay in the dark. Would it be for the better if we both just surrender and let it go? Being with each other is breaking our hearts. Tell me what we're fighting for, and is it really worth the battles? We've been going back and forth like an echo, 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 echo. I heard you, then you hold me close. We get up on the highs and lows. We've been going back and forth like an echo, 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 echo.
I knew that was gonna happen. Cool. All right.
Some twisted game. I want you so bad, yet I push you away. Repeat mistakes. At some point we thought love would conquer the pain. Your eyes, they look like heaven. We use love as a weapon when we're safe. Tearing each other apart every day. So tell me what we're fighting for, and is it really worth the battles? We've been going back and forth like an echo, 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 echo. I hurt you, then you hold me close. We get up on the highs and lows. Yeah, we've been going back and forth like an echo, 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 echo. Like an echo, 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 echo. Tell me what we're fighting for, and is it really worth the battles? We've been going back and forth like an echo, 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 echo. I hurt you, then you hold me close. We get up on the highs and lows. Yeah, we've been going back and forth like an echo, 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 echo. Is it really worth the battle? Is it really worth the battle? Echo, echo.
All right. Very cool. This was Arman Malik, Eric Nam, and Kashmir, and their song Echo. Very nice. Um, this one's interesting. This one I feel like I have some strong opinions on. So I'll probably put my hat on later to talk about it. I'll talk about some. I'll talk about again, just the things I liked. I thought Armand sounded great. I've not heard of him before. I liked his voice. Really solid. Eric also sounded phenomenal in this song as well. Um, but I think for me, this one, like it just I don't know, it just doesn't really sit with me so well. I also think that like a lot of the songs that kind of hit in this same sort of genre, I feel like all feel very interchangeable, right? And if this is your favorite song from Eric Dom, then that's your choice, and that's an interesting one to say the least. But I feel like there's a lot of songs like this where I'm like, they all kind of blur the lines between like other songs. I'm like, have I heard this one before, or is it like, you know, am I just hearing things or whatever? But I feel like for me, this one was just kind of like very solid. I think the voices obviously on this are really good, but I don't know. I feel like just like like the very EDM pop songs, like I feel like it's hard to break out of that, like at least in my head. And I might be a little bit of a hater on those types of songs, to be fair, but like I feel like they all feel very, very, very similar to each other, and like I'm like, oh damn, like I'm really hoping for something like different. You know, what can break the mold of that time, of like that time period? Obviously, can't go back in time and remake the song, um, but I feel like it's like, man, can we can we have something that feels different, in that way? But hey, if you like the song and this is your vibe, all the power to you. I would just say this was probably on the lower end, at least for me, which is hilarious because I felt like the Gallant, um, Tableau and Eric Nam song from earlier was just great. So, um, very interesting stuff. Uni says our boy sounds good, but this song does nothing for me. I feel like that's a fair take. That's a fair take. So interesting, interesting. So, all right. Well, we're keeping moving. We're moving along here. The next one we've got is Wildfire, and it looks like it's the live performance. So let's check it out. You could tell I was getting tired of the lyric videos.
Had a love, but we lost it to the flames. Burning fast made it hard to tame. Hands up, praying for the rain. Thought we last, but all that's left is pain. We should've known better. My mama said that good things always take time. But we got caught in a wildfire.
Cool pre-chorus.
Yeah, we got lost.
Is it a chorus? Maybe I'm wrong.
In a wildfire. In a wildfire. Light it up and the
Oh, that's wrong. Okay.
Color glass like fiction in my eyes. But here I am all alone in the smoke tonight. My cinder heart doesn't feel right. We should've known better. My mama said that good things always take time. But we got caught in a wildfire. We got lost
His falsetto is so glassy.
in a
Wow.
wildfire. In a wildfire.
That's cool. The panning on this. Wow. Okay. Yo. That was hard. That was hard. That synth tone's cool too. They must have like patched his voice in. That's cool. All right. All right. We're cooking with gas with this one. All right. This was Eric Dom's Wildfire live performance. I didn't listen to this one before, and I'm glad I did because holy shit, this one was this one was good. This was good. I'm glad I did peep the list, but oh man. Kaylee says, this is the start of the era of my obsession with some of his songs. I don't blame you. This was awesome. Also, this performance was incredible. Shout outs. This was phenomenal. This was incredible. Biscuit also says, I know this album and same. I think this is where I know some of his songs. Unhi says, nice. Jess says, damn. Kaylee says, happy Brandon. Yeah, I was firing off. And yes, I did have this one on my playlist. Hey, let's go. You're goated for that, Biscuit. But this is phenomenal. Like I said, I'll have to listen to the actual performance of this. I feel like the live one, his live band cooked on this one. Shout out to his live band who performed this one with him. They did chef's kiss. They did a phenomenal job with this one. But this was so good. I feel like first of all, I'm putting this on the list of favorites because it was that good. But man, his voice, man, like he was really digging deep for this one. I think this was going to be a hard one to beat performance wise. Like he was doing some like crazy falsetto runs and stuff. Like I was just like I feel like some of the songs before I'm like they've been really good, and obviously some of them have made it onto my favorites list, which for good reason. But I feel like with this one, I was like, I don't feel like he left anything left in the tank. You know what I mean? Like he really laid it out on the line for the song, and I'm so appreciative for it because I think it just gave me that like extra bit of like, I know this is really good, and I don't want to feel like I'm just gassing it up to just gas it up, but I feel like chat just like gave me the like reasoning to be like, nah, the song needs to be gassed up, and so I appreciate that. And just like again, his register from that like low end tone that he's doing at the beginning of the song, like at the first verse, to like doing that like again that insane vocal run towards the end of the song was really cool. Like the instrumentation in the song was really awesome as well. It kind of meshes that like cool like rock elementation that he's had throughout like some of his songs, and like the synth choice, like the electronic choice in this was really good. Again, the drummer that performed this live clearly got the chops, certainly, along with the rest of the band, but you could tell the energy was just electric with this song. So yeah, I would say 100% Wildfire has made it on this list here. I feel like I would be extra stupid if I did not put that on the list. So phenomenal song. I have to listen to OG, but this was good. I loved it. So very nice. We're keeping it moving. The next one is I Don't Know You Anymore. So let's check it out.
Keep your apologies, they don't mean nothing to me. I'm done with pretending like I don't got somewhere to be. Yeah. You wanted the moon and the stars and the whole galaxy. I gave you my heart and you gave it back missing a piece. Now we're all so separated, and I'm losing all my patience. And you used to be someone I hated. Now all that I know is I don't know you anymore. I can't tell you where we went wrong. Maybe it's not anyone's fault. All I know is I don't know you anymore. Nothing even left to take back. Can't lose something you never had. All I know is I don't know you anymore. We've gone too far. We fell too hard. You broke my heart. You broke my heart. Forget your thoughts, 'cause it's too late to say you changed. I don't know you anymore. Can't burn a bridge and then act like it's not a big deal. Big deal, yeah. It's hard to find out the person you love wasn't real. Now you gaslight me with thunder and lightning, and I don't know how I should feel, 'cause you still
Man, he be staying winning right now in my mind. So very cool. This says Eric Noms, I don't know you anymore. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's see what we got here. Kaylee says, the next six are all on the same album, so you get to hear the great album. Ooh, okay, very nice. Unintentional, but very nice. Biscuit also said that this was filmed in Savannah, Georgia. Okay, very nice, very nice. Shout outs. Like I said, giving love to the hometown. We love to see it. Um, this was great. I I feel like I would be remiss if I did not also put this on on my list, bars, um, because man, this is so catchy. I I would not be surprised if by the end of this I will love this record because I think this one just hits like that cross between of like really great pop music and like Eric Nam's sadness. I hate to frame it like that because I don't want to do my man like that, my brother, my bigger brother. Um, but I feel like to me, it's like he has a way of encapsulating like really happy song, like instrumentally having such a like fun vibe to his music, but writing stuff that's inherently like sad. And I think as an individual that has written in play, has written really sad lyrics and also like again listens to metal but probably plays something that's not even remotely in the realm of metal music. Um I resonate with this a ton because like I always try to feel like whenever I listen to artists, I'm like I always try to strike or feel like the realness that they bring and like Eric Nam, especially probably in this era of music, I'm like, ah, oh, damn, I get you. I get it. It makes sense. It clicks. Cause I'm like, this is the type of shit that I probably would like try to write and do it very poorly. Um, but I feel like he just absolutely just crushes. You know what I mean? Like his like the chorus, like the way that he like phrases like the I don't know you anymore, like just has like pop to it. And it just like has like this emotion to it, but then also as well as that he's like dancing around like in this like in Savannah, Georgia, just like no one's there. He's just like vibing, you know what I mean? And like I think it's really cool to see that. And like again, it's like one of those like it's one of those real moments where I'm like, oh shit, like I'm this makes so much sense. It clicks all the dots. It like it resonates with me more. So I thought this was an incredible song, super catchy, really fun, great hooks. Um and I think the instrumentation for this song is really really good too. So, um, very nice. I feel like we have to continue on with the sad slash happy train of music with the next one which is Any Other Way. So, and Kaylee says, but it's true. I get. Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate it. All right, let's get into Any Other Way then.
Didn't know why happiness was fleeting in my life till you, my butterfly.
All right, very cool. This was Eric Nam's Any Other Way. Very nice, very nice. Uni says, ooh. Kaylee says, this is a windows down while driving song for me. Yeah. I get that. That gets a thumbs up. That's facts. That I feel like that was my first stop once we got into the pre-chorus. I was like, yeah, this is a good drive song for sure. And then I saw your comment and I was like, respect. Um this is great. I like I said, without feeling like I'm a broken record. Um, I really enjoyed this one a lot. I love like the texture in this song. I think the way that he has that like beautiful like acoustic guitar sound in there, but then like the whistling, like I don't know. I feel like whistling in K-pop or like adjacent sounding genres. I don't know. It just really works. I feel like whistling traditionally I feel like always jives with me unless it's like something really odd where I'm like, ooh, I don't know if it fits, but I feel like for the most part, if you can tastefully put into a song, like it just I feel like it just amplifies the song much more. But I also loved like there's this really beautiful underlying like bass like synth tone in there. Obviously there's like regular bass in the song as well, but like there's this really kind of like smooth like synthy bass undertone in the song where I don't feel like it takes over the track, which is great, but I feel like it adds so much like texture and so much like depth to the song that I was like when we got into like the first chorus and like the pre-chorus, I was like I didn't really notice it, but then like once we got around to like the second part, I was like, oh, you know what, like now I hear it, and like I couldn't unhear it for the rest of the song until like it got to the end where like you just heard him whistling and like the acoustic guitar was just rocking. And I like that. I thought that was really cool. I think it just adds this really like gorgeous like veneer to the song, which I thought was really appropriate. Um I also love the hook on this song. I feel like the any other way, like that melody is just so much fun, and like his voice just hits super well. And like he was going up and doing some like falsetto tones too, which was beautiful. I think it meshed up well with like the vibes of the chorus. But yeah, this was also another phenomenal one. I like I said, I think chat might be right on how well they know me, but like I feel like these songs are probably, I would be surprised if people did not think that these songs were amongst the top ones that he's done. You know what I mean? And if it's not your personal preference, like it's not your personal preference. I get that. But like I feel like it would be objective. I feel like it's kind of objective in my opinion to be like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I think it's really well orchestrated. So Uni says this stream has had 3 stages for me so far. The first, I was kind of bored. Then things started sounding better. But if I had stuff to be critical of, and now he's just fully cooking. Hey, let's go. And an act in 3 parts. You know what I mean? So I get it. First stuff I felt like was interesting. There is a good mix of songs that I enjoyed. I feel like I've had like little sprinkles of like each from like each period or each like parts of the stages that you're referring to. Like I feel like there's certain songs that I was like, "Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. I like this one." But I feel like right now I'm like, I like this one. I like this one, like back to back to back to back. So, that's cool. I feel like that's always a good feeling. So, all right, we're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is One Way Lover. So let's check it out. A little bit of sadder one, maybe.
What's my name sitting next to inside of your head? If it's even there. And is it fading away, or are you holding your breath? Come back up for air. Every day I think it's way past the end. Every second guess takes you back again. How you living, but it's not so different. Don't you ever wanna miss me at all? You're a
Seriously.
Loving now it makes me wonder why I'd ever wanna miss you at all. I'm okay with the way that you're handling your shit. Wasn't mine to begin with.
Ooh.
But when you stand in the door while you're asking for more, don't stop letting me in. Why do you need to see my heart in your hands? You don't believe that I might hold yours instead. How you living, but it's not so different. Don't you ever wanna miss me at all? You're a one-way lover now. It makes me wonder why I'd ever wanna miss you at all. Been a minute, you're saying you don't know again. Doing laps, thinking I'll never notice it. I've been sitting here hoping I could hope again. Like an idiot, tell me, is it over yet? How you living, but it's not so different. Don't you
Ooh, the falsetto,
miss me?
mid-range tone. Great. Oh, we gotta slow down. All right, that was One Way Lover by Eric. No, very nice. I think we'll probably wind up getting through the rest of it in one bit here. So we'll close it out on the newest one. But Kaylee says in the album, this song is the last. Okay, I had a feeling. It kind of gives last song energy, which I'm about. I liked it a lot. I feel like now I think even if I did not know the context that was the closing song on the album, I feel like it feels very much like an ending song to an album. And B, um I think it's kind of similarly to what comments I've made before, is just like I appreciate the honesty. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think that like I think I would hope that this album feels like an album that is honest, not only I think from Eric's point of view, but I think for people who listen to it, right? Like I think I love when albums allow you to think introspectively about it. And like I often find that songs and albums like this, I find myself inserting myself into that song and seeing how that I would, feel about the lyrics, or, maybe those lyrics maybe hit a little bit harder because, you resonate with them more. And I feel like with the songs that we've listened to so far, at least on this album more specifically, I feel like there's a lot of things that I could coalesce from, like the lyricism that Eric brings to the song. But as well as that, I feel like it's like, I think there's a lot of times where, artists speak from their own perspective and from their own heart, and like obviously it's up to your interpretation on how you view it, or maybe they want you to think about it in a certain way. But like, I think you feel like the hurt in the way that maybe Eric writes the stuff or like views it. And like I said, I think it puts you in that perspective of like, wow, like I've been in that position before. And like, I think it allows you to kind of like sit in your own thoughts or in your own feelings about it. And so I really appreciate that. And for a song to like that to be at the end of the album, I feel like it's very introspective, and it makes you think like, how would you feel in that position as well? So I think in terms of lyricism, I think that's probably been my favorite song so far. I've really liked just like the realness and the rawness of it. But I also appreciate like the instrumentation is very subtle. It's like not too much going on except for like that one synth tone that I thought was very interesting. I made kind of like a little bit of a like an odd face towards, and I think it's a little jarring maybe potentially for a reason. But it was a little odd. I will say. I did come around to, I feel like, on the second chorus, but first chorus I was just like, whoa, what is this? Like, is something wrong with the song? But it was something that happened in the track. So I feel like it toned it down a little bit. But yeah, overall I like that one a lot too as well. Um, I feel like, to me, again, that the realness, the rawness was great. So I love that. Let's see what we got. Udi says, love the lyrics on this line, especially I'm okay with the way that you're handling your shit. Wasn't mine to begin with. That was the one that I also liked as well. I was like, damn, I'm like, that's I think I said, I was like, I don't know if the mic caught it, but I was like, damn, that's some real shit. Like, I was like, damn, I feel that. I feel that. But yeah, I was like, I appreciate the realness, that was what really got me about it. So good one. This was good. Also, like I said, we're probably on another favorite. So very cool. All right, where we're gonna keep it moving. The next one we've got is Admit. So check it out. This is a big album. Then, if we're only listening to
Way
half.
too quiet in the morning. Take a drive to drown out the sound. I don't know where I'm going. Chase the light till the stars come out. Ooh, if I keep moving, then I could lose ya. Ooh, I don't wanna face the truth, but I think I need ya. More than I'd like to admit, 'cause you got deeper than anyone else ever did. When the storm rolled down and the rain came down, swore you'd be a face I forget, but I cannot see it. And now I need ya more than I'd like to admit.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kaylee.
Packed up all your belongings. Try my best to make it disappear, but my best ain't doing it for me. It still feels like you're living here. Ooh, feelings change, but your fingerprints remain. Ooh, it's not what I want to do, but I think I need you. More than I'd like to admit, 'cause you got deeper than anyone else ever did. When the storm rolled down and the rain came down, swore you'd be a face I forget, but I cannot see it. And now I need you more than I'd like to admit.
That ending, man. Oof. You can feel that. All right. This was Eric Nam. Admit. Very nice. Kaylee says, "Oh no, it's 7 songs. I think you're hearing all of them." Very nice. Okay, thank you for the clarification. I like this a lot as well too. Like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm rehashing every comment that I've made for each song, but I feel like I will if it's relevant. The lyrics on this were incredible. Like I think that I've again noticed about it through Eric's career is like there is such an honesty in the way that I feel like he approaches lyrics. Some of the ones, obviously, I'm not. I feel like in his earlier career, like where I wouldn't say that they were bad particularly, but like you could tell that they were at a different age, and like with this album, I would imagine like there's a lot of introspectivism. There's like a lot of personality to it. There's a lot of like deep cuts to it. And so I appreciate the fact that there's like as he's gotten older, that there is like this really kind of like personal touch to it, but as well as that, I feel like there's a lot of like real experiences. And that's not to say that other artists don't obviously have those same experiences, but like I really appreciate that I appreciate the kind of sentiment that he brings to these songs that I'm like, wow, like I think this is I think this would be one album that like now I'm sitting with and listening to and I'm like, damn, like there's just something that like again is just so relatable about it. And maybe that was kind of I would imagine maybe the consensus for people listening to it at the time was just like, there's just such a realness to the way that he's writing about these experiences with um and like I said when he says that phrase like more than I'd like to admit, like I'm just like damn, like I feel that shit, you know what I mean? Like it was just something raw and there's something really personable about that. And like I'm like wow, you know what I mean? Like I'm sitting there thinking about like the depth of that, right? And so I really appreciate the writing style on this one. They've all been really really damn good. So I think it's gonna be hard to pick a favorite. I mean, I've already picked favorites, ones that I've liked, but man, this is great. So Uni says the album is titled "There and Back Again." Hobbit fan or coincidence? I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if he's a Hobbit fan. I that seems probably about right. Kaylee says you didn't think "You're Sexy, I'm Sexy" was sentimental. I feel like listen, it is sentimental probably for a multitude of reasons, but it was definitely sentimental in the sense of my girlfriend and I talking about it earlier. So so I feel like in that aspect, yeah, but maybe on most cases probably I don't know. I'm gonna think positively. I'm gonna say I would like to think it's sentimental enough. So all right. Very cool. The next one is Lost on Me, which is not how I feel about chat. So let's keep it rocking. I feel bad that we were grossly listening to these out of context. Like the context of the album.
When we met, I was stuck in a troubled headspace. Didn't know what I had until it was too late. Tried to carry me through it, but I was dead weight. Bringing you down with me. Never had unconditional love from someone. At the time, that's the kind of thing I would run from. You believe in the person that I could become. All this time, I'm still finding silver linings and all your writings on the walls. Everything about you now is bittersweet. Last song in the symphony. Though the show might be over, you should know that your love wasn't lost on me. We almost had it, but it doesn't mean it was all just for nothing. You should know that the love wasn't lost on me. I think I get it, I think I get it now. Always regret it, the way I let you down. I finally get it, 'cause you taught me how. Have someone you have to learn to love yourself. I'm still finding silver linings and all your writings on the walls. Everything about you now is bittersweet. Last song in the symphony. Though the show might be over, you should know that your love wasn't lost on me. We almost had it, but it doesn't mean it was all just for nothing. You should know that your love wasn't lost on me. Even though we're not meant to be, all your words left a mark on me. Might still hurt, but I hope you see. All your love wasn't lost on me. Even though we're not meant to be, all your words left a mark on me. Might still hurt, but I hope you see.
All right. Very cool. This was Eric Nam's Lost on Me. Very nice, very nice. I like this one a lot. I'll put this on my favorites. I feel like I'm not gonna lie to myself any longer. This was a phenomenal song. I was like, um, I just feel like the melody choice was so much fun. Like I will say like once the drum beat came in, I was like, damn, this one's really, really like upbeat, really fun. The lyricism again, I feel like he always finds this like Trojan horse way of like getting in. This one isn't as sad. It's more positive, and obviously I'm sure as the album goes on, you get the opposite end of the spectrum, right? But I thought this was really nice, and like you can see the stages, right? Like from what I'm gathering, because Kaylee says this is the first song and their favorite, which is cool. Like you could tell there's storyline behind it, like the writing, right? Like I love that he starts off the album like being so like again in this situation being like so enamored by this person that like he's in love with, and like always being like stoked to see what they're gonna do and stuff. And then like obviously as you could tell, or as I could tell, like later on, like in the track listing, like that changes over, right? Like something happens where like the emotions change, like things change about it. And so I think it's so interesting, and like obviously I think that's why I'm such a staunch proponent of like listening to albums from front to back. And like I love being able to kind of piece together that storyline of like you go through those stages of grief unfortunately when you're in a relationship, and it doesn't always go the way that it should go. And so like again, not to harken back on comments before, but like it makes you, I feel like it ultimately makes me think of like, wow, I remember when I was in that situation. I remember when I was in the shitty times, and then I remember when I was out of those shitty times. And now like, the cycle's repeated in a good way. Obviously, shouts to my lovely girlfriend. But like it is very interesting to see those stages of grief kind of put together in an album. And like I just respect his craft on that aspect of things. But I really like this song. I think it's really upbeat, really fun. I feel like it's like that like rose colored glasses sentiment that people make when you're in a relationship like early on, and I feel like I can resonate with that certainly. um and so it is cool to have like a song that's like a little bit more in that like positive maybe a little bit more upbeat, and the lyricism kind of reflects that. Obviously I know the writing on the wall now a little bit, but still nonetheless really phenomenal song, and great song to start off the album with. I think it's high energy in all the right places, and obviously keeps you excited as the ball moves on a little further and further. So Kaylee says now you just have a reason to go back and re-listen to the songs later, but in order. Yes, that is true. That's true. I will go back and re-listen, but so far they've all been phenomenal, so I'm not really surprised. Now I'll have to look for the Eric Nom vinyl if he has any. I don't know. He might not, but I'll find out. But very cool, very cool. We are moving on to the next one, which is What If? So let's keep it going. Ooh, I like this intro.
My pride gets in the way sometimes. It had me biting my tongue when you said goodbye. My fault, I let you out my life. I needed time to cool off, don't wanna let this slide. I wanna make things right when I'm missing you every night. I feel it sinking, and I stop thinking. What if you're the only one that I ever needed? What if I stopped you when you said you were leaving? No, won't let you go. What if this is something that I'll never get over? Talking to my friends and they're all saying I told you so. Can't let you go. I wanna make this right. Tell you all the things I know I should've told you when you were closer. Cause I keep thinking, what if you're the only one that I ever needed? What if I stopped you when you said you were leaving? No, can't let you go. I can't help but wonder where your hidden heart is. Maybe needed. What if I stopped you when you said you were leaving? No, won't let you go. What if this is something that I'll never get over? Talking to my friends and they're all saying I told you so. Can't let you go. I wanna make this right. Tell you all the things I know I should have told you when you were closer. Cause I keep thinking, what if you're the only one that I ever needed? What if I stopped you when you said you were leaving? No, can't let you go. I can't help but wonder where your head and heart is. Maybe that's the reason why I'm scared of calling.
This was good. I like this. I like this. All right. This was Eric Nam's What If. Very nice. Very nice. Kaylee says last song from that album. Oh, okay. Very nice. I love this. This was great. I think this kind of like the dynamics on this one were super fun. I love how like how punchy and how like in your face like the chorus is in the song. I think it hits super well. But I also love how like there's like these somber moments in the verses and like the outro of the song. I felt like it was really nice. And it juxtaposes those choruses super well. I also love like the cadence of the chorus in this song. Like I love his like inflection points vocally on this. I thought it was just very fun. And obviously very very dynamic in that aspect. I think the thing that I noticed about this one that I liked the most was just like I love his like ad libs. Like I think I had pointed it out on like previous songs that he's done, but I felt like with this one there was like some cool like vocal runs. Like there's some cool like a little bit higher tonalities from him that weren't like that main like hook vocal line. I thought that was super cool. The song's very like danceable. It's got like a cool kind of danceable beat to it. That's super fun. But I think this should just like I think this just kind of hits a lot of the elements that I love about like pop music now. It's just like a really fun melody choice and like beat. And obviously Eric Nam is a phenomenal vocalist. So like he's really kind of like like cutting his way through the song. Like it's just so good. And I feel like this one's probably amongst my favorites that I liked. It was just like that perfect bit of upbeat, but like also like a little sad, not as sad as I feel like some of the other songs that we listened to, but I would say like it had a little sprinkling of sadness in there. So very good. Like I said, holy shit, I'll have to go back and like I said, go back and listen to this one again because this was great. So all right, Unhi says 7 out of 7 solid all the way through, love it. Hey, let's go. All right, we're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is Only for a Moment. So check it out.
Something so strange happened to me last night. Don't know your name, but something inside feels right. This crazy energy rushing inside of me wants me to settle down with you. Some serendipity is leading you to me. I wonder if you feel it too. It was only for a moment, but it felt like time had frozen. We were face to face. Was it only me who noticed the chemistry between us that had filled this space? I saw our lives flash in my eyes.
Ooh, I like that melody.
It was all in my mind, but it was only for a moment, only for a moment. I saw it all. We made our house a home. It was like it was real. We planted seeds and watched them grow. for a moment, but it felt like time had frozen. We were face to face. Was it only me who noticed the chemistry between us that had filled this space? I saw our lives flash in my eyes. It was all in my mind, but it was only for a moment, only for a moment. Now I'm running to see if you'll give me a second, a minute, and now I swear this is more than a feeling. If I told you, you wouldn't believe me, but I'm hoping that you'll hear me out. I know this is more than just dreaming. Now we're in this moment. I feel like time has frozen and we're face to face. It wasn't only me who noticed. The chemistry between us has filled this space. We see our lives in front of our eyes. It's not in my mind. It was more than just a moment. No, it wasn't just a moment.
God, I did the wrong thing. God. Sorry, guys. All right, cool. This was Only for a Moment by Eric Nam. Very nice. I do. I gotta. I gotta give a shout out to Eric's fit here. Man's looking like he walked out of the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. I respect it. You know, giving Neo. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. Uni says MVs and subway cars name a more more of an iconic duo. I was gonna say that's true. That's true. Um, I like this. This one is very subtle. But I appreciate it. His voice is so good. Like that vocal run in the chorus. I think is super fun, and it's something that I just look forward to. You know, anytime we came around to the chorus. I like the instrumentation. I love how dynamic like that hi-hat, like snare, like bass drum kick is just so prevalent throughout the entire song. Obviously, I feel like it is the glue that holds the song together. I also agree with Unhi that subtle piano is beautiful as well. Um I really like the texture in this song. Like I feel like it's not as I feel like it's not as intense, but like in a good way. You know what I mean? Like not to say that I feel like Eric Nam songs are intense by any means, but I feel like there's like a warm approach to this song that I really appreciate, and I think they really stylized it super well. And I think with his voice, I think he was able to kind of encapsulate that sort of again that sort of welcoming sort of feeling to the track. I also really loved I also really love like a lot of the ad libs and like some of the ensemble vocals. I know I've been giving them a lot of love in the more current tracks that he's done, but I feel like they've done a really great job of like holding you down and making you feel like that's an important aspect to the song. So I loved hearing that. I thought that was incredible. But overall, I thought this was really solid. I enjoyed this a lot. I definitely feel like again it was a little bit more of a subtle approach, but I think you did a phenomenal job. So this was really good. I will say I feel like some of the other songs that we've listened to in his newest catalog, I like a little bit more, but I feel like if you were to put this on, I'd still be vibing with this one. So very nice, very nice. All right, we've got two more, and we'll close it out in the wheel. I probably should have done the wheel first, but here we are. This one is "Wish I Didn't Care" featuring Lynn Lapid, who I've also never heard of before either. So let's check it out.
Wish that I could leave you hanging. You don't know how hard I try. If I could turn off the feelings, I could move on with my life. Cause you say I should leave, then crawl back to me when it's easy. Yeah. Whisper pretty things, got me spiraling, falling so deep. Yeah, yeah. I wish I didn't care. I wish I didn't care. The way that I do, the way that I do. I wish I didn't care. I wish I didn't care. The way that I do, but you know that I do.
I wish I didn't care the way I know I shouldn't.
Ooh.
But you're still a part of me. And even out there in the distance, you're still messing with my energy. Cause you say I should leave, then crawl back to me when it's easy. Begging me to stay while you dig my grave, while you kill me, kill me. I wish I didn't care. I wish I didn't care.
What?
The way that I do, the way that I do. I wish I didn't care. I wish I didn't care. The way that I do, but you know that I do.
Still thinking about you. Still thinking about you.
I wish I didn't care. I wish I didn't care.
The way that I do, but you know that I do.
I wish I didn't care. I wish I didn't care.
Cause I'm thinking about you. Still thinking about you.
Ooh. Okay. Very nice. This was Eric Nam's Wish I Didn't Care featuring Lynn Lapid. Very nice. This was good. This was good. I will say I was a little hesitant. I feel like it started off a little rough. Not that it was bad, like I feel like it started off a little rocky for me. And then Lynn came in and she's good. She was such a great feature to this song. Shout outs to her. But I feel like when she came in and then once the beat kind of picked up after that point, I feel like the song definitely became better. I feel like the energy level was up higher and like the song, like I was like, ooh, now I get it. It makes more sense. Also their voices together sounded really good. I feel like anytime he's done like he's had like a female artist as a feature on his music, I feel like has always done him well. I hope he continues to do that because I feel like it always produces like a good sound in my opinion, and I feel like he's so versatile in his vocal sounds that it works out really well with whoever he usually has features on his track. But yeah, I thought it was very nice. I felt like again the build up was definitely better, and then post build up I felt like they did a great job with the song. Really, really good energy, really good feeling. But yeah, overall I thought it was good. I honestly was surprised. It was a little, like I said, it's a little bit more on the shorter end at a little over 2.5 minutes long. So I kind of wish it was like a smidge longer, I would say. But beyond that, I thought it was really solid. I think, like I said, it's a slow burn, but a solid song nonetheless from Eric. So very nice, very nice. All right. Well, we're gonna end it off on the most current and newest song, which is how the fire started. Which um, I'll give a side bit for this one real quick before I get into it. But my girlfriend was listening to this, and we were in the car, and she was driving, and she's just like, "Oh my god, Eric put out a new song. I gotta listen to it. I gotta listen to it." And I was like, "All right." I was like, "I'll sit here. We'll listen to it." And so we're sitting here listening to it, and I like figuring out like I'd never heard the song before, but I figured out the lyrics to what he was saying, And she looks over to me and she's just like, how the fuck do you know the lyrics to the song without even hearing it? And I said, I don't know. I just kind of guessed that's what his lyrics would be. And she's like, you're insane. This is nuts. I don't know how you did it. So I have listened to this song, and I guess I had already known the lyrics about the song before I even knew the song. So I just thought that was hilarious. I feel like I had to share that tidbit with chat. So I thought that was cool. But anyway, this is how the fire started. So let's give it a listen. I did like this song though, by the way.
Oh, you never gave a damn about me till I had something you needed, but what you may not understand about me is I won't hesitate to let you go. You had your chance to tell the truth. You knew the right thing to do, yeah. So how can you turn and walk away from a fire you started? I never owed you anything, no matter how you saw me. Blow your smoke as I go up in flames. Shame on me thinking that you would save me. How can you turn and walk away from a fire you started? Burn me down, baby, that's how you leave me. You come around, and you tell me you need me. You had your chance to tell the truth. So how can you turn and walk away from a fire you started? I never owed you anything, no matter how you saw me. Blow your smoke as I go up in flames. Shame on me thinking that you would save me. How can you turn and walk away from a fire you started? Oh, you never gave a damn about me. Oh, you know that's true. What you may not understand about me is I would never do the same to you. So how can you turn and walk away from a fire you started? I never owed you anything, no matter how you saw it. Blow your smoke as I go up in flames. Shame on me thinking that you would save me. How can you turn and walk away from a fire you started?
I was gonna be like, damn, they killed him. That's wild. All right, very cool. This was Eric Dom's "How the Fire Started." Very nice, very nice. His most current song. Uh, and he says, "It will finally be nice to know how the fire started. All I knew is we didn't start." God, where's Sarah at? I feel like Sarah is gonna nuke chat, right? Just kidding. Um, I like this song. Like I said, I had listened to it already, so I feel like my bar was already there. But I did like this song. I feel like lyrically is very predictable, and that's probably why I was able to kind of figure it out. Honestly, it was just probably just college try, I guessed. Which was cool. But I think the song itself was really nice. I was kind of surprised he went in like this more like country. I don't want to say country, but definitely like more of that acousticy, like I don't know, I guess it's got a little bit of country twang to it, but I guess it makes sense now that I remember he's from Georgia. I always forget he's from Georgia, but I'm like, damn, like I get it. And so I feel like it has that little bit of twang to it. So I do like that. The chorus I feel like is really good in this song. I think he's got the hook down for this one certainly. Um, and his voice sounds incredible. I feel like that man A has not aged a day in his life, and B I feel like his voice just continues to just sound better and better. I feel like with his releases, so it's cool to see. I'll have to. I don't know if this is a part of an album. I will have to check this out if it is. But I enjoyed this. This was a good one. I was pleasantly surprised. I feel like my faves that I ended on that I liked was oh, good for you, cave me in, lose you, spring love, come through, you're sexy, I'm sexy, trouble with you, wildfire, I don't know you anymore, any other way, lost on me, and what if. I think those would be those are the ones that I felt like I resonated with or liked the most in terms of like sonically. So very cool. No, Santa says unhinged behavior. That's true. But hey, expect nothing less from chat. And Andy says so far just a single, I think. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully, hopefully Eric will have an album at some point, and we'll potentially do a tour. That'd be sick. Unhinged is literally where Unhi comes from. So you're bang on. Hey, let's go. I love that. I love that. All right, cool. Well, thank you, chat, for checking out Eric Nam with me. We did it. We did in one stream. Kind of nuts. That was like 32 videos. I'm surprised we got through all of them. But we are here for the moment y'all have been waiting for, the proverbial wheel. I'm going to shuffle it a couple times, and we're going to go. Let's go. Oh. Oh my god, it's Gunky. Let's go. Let's go. Gunky, you are the winner. You're probably asleep now. No shade. Uh he's gonna be flipping out. Love to see it. Um, very cool, very cool. The Ajashi has to sleep, you know. I feel that. I feel that. The vibes are real for that. But oh listen, he was in chat. He was in chat earlier. So very cool. But congrats to you, Gunky. If you come hang out and chat, your name can also be on this wheel. So come through. That'd be really sick. Would love to see you in chat. We have a great time, as you could tell. So please join if in the future. Would love to see you there. So very nice. Kaylee says, I swear we have Gunky Week every month somehow. I hope, to be honest, I feel like this will stay in the video, but to be honest, I hope that he chooses not to do a deep dive, to be quite frank. But if he chooses a deep dive, I have to oblige. So, but I feel like if he chooses an album, I feel like chat will be stoked that it's an album and not another deep dive from him. But I don't know. Like I said, it's all no offense to Gunky. I love him, but he always finds a way. Yeah, exactly. Man is always out here. But very cool, very cool. I will have to update my thing now. Holy shit. We're getting low. We're getting low. I'm stoked for the people that are currently on the board now as it stands. So um I'm excited. I genuinely hope that I genuinely hope that the people that win next month in May will be phenomenal. So I'm excited. I'm excited. The listen, the wheel can't get any smaller, so I feel like it's good. You know what I mean? I feel like it's valid for any one of y'all to be on here. So um let's see. Kaylee says whoever is last whoever is last is gonna be funny waiting in a whole month. Listen, I feel like that's actually probably a good thing, honestly, because then you'll know without a shadow of a doubt, you'll know you won, right? So you'll already have a month advantage on whether or not you want to get an album or do a deep dive, you know. So I think that's recon work if you ask me. But who am I? Who am I? But Very cool, very cool. Thank you, chat, again for humoring me and doing this. I could have done a funny like April Fool's thing, but I just decided not to. My girlfriend has been hounding me to do Eric Nam, so I gotta listen to the boss, So very cool, very cool. We'll be back Monday. I don't know what we're doing Monday, but I know people have been asking for Zico to do. Um, I know we also haven't done Chaos in a bit, so maybe we'll do that on Monday potentially. But yeah, I'll ask chat in Discord. So feel free to give me your suggestion for Monday's stream. So thanks for hanging. Thanks for staying up. Appreciate you. We'll see y'all on Monday. Peace.